Time now for the final vlog of 2023. And we're doing it live over here on a GB and Riley Vlogs channel.
Hello.
And she's here. I'm here. Bounty's here. Hi, Bounty.
Hi, Bounty.
Others will hopefully be here. So it's been over a year since we did the last vlog live. I think it was like November 2022. So
I forgot why we did it live.
I think we just didn't feel like recording it.
Oof.
But on occasion we have done the vlog live on like special occasions.
Yeah.
I think for like the 1 year anniversary of us doing the vlog together, we did it.
So it has happened like 3 times then.
Yeah. And then we did a Halloween special live.
Last year.
I think it was last year. So we did 2 months. Did we do 2 months back to back live? I don't...
Maybe.
Yeah, but anyways, like most of the time we just record it. But it's a special occasion. It's the end of the year, you know, and we thought, you know, what better way to wrap up the final day of 2023 than doing the December 2023 vlog live. We'll talk about what's happened in our lives in December. You can share some stuff that's happened in your life, and we'll talk about the highlights, the lowlights of 2023 for us, and you can chime in as well in the live chat. And at the end, we're going to talk about what we're looking forward to in 2024. Our resolutions, our goals, hopes, dreams, fears. So hopefully it'll be a fun vlog today, as we thank all of you for subscribing to our vlogs channel. So yeah.
Yay.
Obviously we're going to start off with the F-18 Hornet, the Super Hornet, in Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Mm-hmm.
But Riley does reserve the right to change aircraft whenever she wants, and locations. So where are we going to start off first?
We are in San Antonio.
Ah,
in the F-18 number 3.
Yeah.
Blue Angel style.
Because 3's my favorite number.
Yeah, and because you bought one in the little one.
Yeah, the little one I gave you, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, there's an obvious reason why we are in the Blue Angels Hornet.
Yep.
Which we'll talk about in the highlights and lowlights section, because some of you might remember we did kind of, sort of, go to an air show back in March 2023. But first, obviously, we're going to talk about what happened in December of this year. And by the way, hello, Kane. Yeah, you're totally new to the channel.
Hi, Kane.
That's Cap right there, Kane. Happy New Year to Kane and Bounty and to all of you that are watching. Appreciate y'all being here.
Yep.
All right, so let's start off with some stuff that we watched.
Just showing them like a photo.
Okay, yeah.
Like if they want to take like a screenshot or something.
Oh yeah, this is how we do it. So for our thumbnails, we go into the photo mode and we just line up one of the aircraft. And Riley likes to do this as well because obviously she loves jets.
Yeah.
And she has a nice little collection of these various jets in different angles. And
It's cool looking.
yeah, it is. It's a very pretty jet. It's probably my favorite fighter jet.
F-18.
Yeah. I mean, we did use them to defeat the aliens back in the 90s.
Okay. God damn it, notification.
Yeah.
That always happens.
It's annoying. You know what's interesting? It's very possible that before the end of 2024, we're going to have the next flight sim out. Because 2024, what is it called? Flight Sim 2024, that's coming. So eventually, we're going to, I guess, move on to Flight Sim 2024 on the vlogs channel. Or we'll just keep using OG Flight Sim. Or Flight Sim 2020. Because this series has been around for like 40 years now.
So that's a planes carry over.
I think that most of the planes are supposed to carry over. That's what I read. Which is good because we spent a few bucks on these planes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're not cheap.
Like Modern Warfare, it's like you see, hey, all these skins that you bought, yeah, they don't transfer to the next game.
Yeah, fuck you, Bobby Kotick. Well, Bobby Kotick's gone, so that's good. But Activision's corrupt behavior is still there. Oh, we have a special guest.
Cameo appearance of Turding.
Yeah, Turding, we've decided to put Turding in the room with us. So he's here.
There we go,
So you'll hear him whining in the background.
Wait, nope, that's not it.
Yeah, don't back out completely.
Yeah, there we go, that's what I was trying to find.
Okay, cool. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, I guess we can go ahead and get started. Once we take off, then we'll get started with it.
We should be good to go.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some shows we've been watching. We're going to talk about some things that happened in December 2023, games we've been playing, and then we'll move on to highlights, lowlights of 2023. And also, love to hear some of your highlights and lowlights of 2023 as well.
Right.
And what you're looking forward to in 2024. That comes at the end, though. That's like Act 3 of today's stream.
Alright, so let me know when I can take off.
You can take off whenever you want to, man.
Alright, we're going.
Call the ball.
Here we go.
So, anyways, first and foremost, we've watched a few specials. Technically, the Doctor Who specials started in, November?
I guess.
But I guess there were 4. There was 3 for the 60th anniversary, and then there was 1 featuring the debut of the 15th Doctor, Judy Gatwa, which is the Christmas special. So we watched them. Oh, by the way, shameless plug, Kane and I also talk about the Doctor Who specials in tomorrow's video on my main channel while we're playing some GTA Online, FYI. So, yeah, this may feel a little bit like deja vu tomorrow. So, honestly, what was your opinion of the 4 Doctor Who specials?
The first one, it was meh.
That was Starbeast.
That was Starbeast.
Okay.
I just didn't care. The second one was weird. It was good, but it was weird at the same time.
Yeah, so you liked Wild Blue Yonder more than Starbeast.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because it's just the Starbeast, it was just like a giant Furby.
Yeah.
Or basically an evil Furby.
Yeah.
And the second one was actually kind of weird. Cool, but weird. Could have been better.
They were trying to be scary, but it's definitely not the scariest.
It wasn't scary. It was just weird.
I know, it was weird, but I think they said they weren't trying to be scary, but I think they were trying to be scary. But there's been far scarier Doctor Who's.
Definitely. And then the giggle, it was okay. Like, besides the performance of the toy
Yeah, Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, I loved him.
Yeah, he was amazing.
He was really cool. And the first episode, the Christmas special.
Yeah, the Christmas special with Judy Gatwa.
I would put that in second place.
You liked it right behind it.
I would say. I would actually. God, they're all like so mid.
Yeah, overall, yeah, I think we're both agree that all 4.
They were all pretty mid, but I did like the new companion of the 15.
Ruby.
Ruby.
Yeah, I like her already. I think she's
Yeah, but besides that, like the giggle, I would say the giggle's like a 5 out of 10, and Blue Yonder is like a 6.
But see, that's weird because I think Kane and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Kane, I think our least favorite was probably Wild Blue Yonder.
I just like the weird parts of it. I don't know why. It was just kind of weird. But the worst one was definitely Starbeast. I just did not care.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Starbeast was rushed.
It was boring. Starbeast was boring to me.
Honestly, I don't know why. I mean, I think I know why we only got 3 episodes of David Tennant as the... Oh, yeah, I forgot to do that. Sorry, Ken. Yeah, I meant to knock down the game audio. Okay, is that better? Alright, thanks, Kane. Well, we kind of screwed that up because I had said before I was going to start the stream I was going to knock the game audio down.
Yeah, he forgot.
And I forgot.
Yep.
So is that better? Did you guys at least hear what we said about Doctor Who? Should we start over with Doctor Who? But I guess real quick, like recap your opinions about the Doctor Who specials.
Okay, quick recap. Much better? Okay, quick recap. All the episodes were pretty mid.
Mid, okay. All 4 were mid.
And Ruby was good.
You like Ruby as the new companion.
Yeah, and what's the other one? The 15th Doctor? It was okay.
Yeah.
But it's just the first episode. We get to see more of him, so.
Yeah.
Also, he was wearing like a skirt or something. What was he wearing at the beginning?
He was wearing a kilt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a kilt.
Okay.
All right, so yeah. It was just in like one scene, but I think it's because Ncuti was born in Scotland, or like he's of African descent, but I think he grew up in Scotland, so I think that's why he had a kilt.
Okay.
But anyways, like I think Ncuti's going to be a much better Doctor than Jodie Whittaker was. She just didn't have charm that other doctors have had. And it's sad because I was okay with the idea of a female Doctor, but they should have cast somebody with a bit more personality.
I don't think it was... Well, it could have been part Judy, but I also think it was the writing.
Chibnall?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it was a little bit of both.
What if it was like Judy with like Russell T. Davies writing?
You still have to deal with her acting. And she's okay in Broadchurch. That's the first time I ever saw her was in Broadchurch, also with David Tennant. And see, Olivia Colman was in there. A few other good actors. But, I mean, she was all right.
Okay.
Oh, he's Rwandan and Scottish. Okay, thanks, Kane. Yep. But yeah, I mean, maybe better writing would have helped, Jodie. But that's the past, and the present is the second era of the Russell T Davies show running. Not impressed with it like I was with his first run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Church on Ruby Road. Yeah, Church on Ruby Road was really good. I mean, it wasn't great. I mean, compared to the others,
I'll give it a 7.
Okay, 7. All right. So yeah, I mean the Doctor Who specials.
Okay, I will say this because I know off screen when you're just talking to me, you said that the new era of Doctor Who really doesn't make you care as much.
Exactly.
After watching, the new 15th Doctor, how do you feel?
I do mention this in tomorrow's video, and I'll say it again. Like, the 10th Doctor was my first Doctor, officially. I did go back, obviously, and start watching the classic Doctor Who's, and I built up kind of a collection of Doctor Who DVDs that you may be aware of.
Hoarding.
Yeah. We'll get to Hoarders in a minute. But the 10th Doctor, played brilliantly by David Tennant, made me feel, right? He made me feel.
It made you feel what?
Just feel. He gave me emotions, whenever he was on scene. And not just him, but the writing and the performance and the music and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, to some extent, so did Matt Smith and even, somewhat, with Peter Capaldi. But mostly like David Tennant's Doctor. 10th Doctor was always my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
The 14th Doctor, played by, once again, David Tennant, didn't really make me feel. I didn't feel. I mean, David was acting, but the writing just wasn't as good.
Yeah.
And I just didn't feel the same way I felt with him as the 10th Doctor. With Ncuti in Church on Ruby Road, him and Ruby made me feel a little bit again. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Made you feel something.
Yeah, it made me feel something, which is something I think that's been badly missing for me from Doctor Who. Like, I felt really nothing with the Jodie era, or the Chibnall era. Especially with some of the ways they bastardized the timeline. Like with, Timeless Child, destroying Gallifrey again, and, screwing up the Doctor's origins and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That made a lot of Doctor Who fans, including myself, angry.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate that Russell T Davies has chosen to embrace all that. I wish he wouldn't have, but
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But, I mean, the specials could have been worse. I mean, definitely better than anything Chibnall came up with.
It was just mid. But it is true. It was better. It was way better than anything in the Jodie era.
Yeah.
Yeah. I cannot remember
That's not saying much.
Yeah, I just don't remember. Besides, I don't remember any good episodes from Jodie.
Me either.
Maybe there was one.
The
but
first
I just
episode
don't
was
remember.
okay. The Woman Who Fell to Earth.
I guess.
It was okay. But at the same time, there wasn't a single episode in the Jodie Whittaker era that was like, wow, that was amazing.
Well, she was a man, and she said, well, I got a bit of an upgrade.
Yeah.
You remember that line?
Oh, yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Weren't you male? Had a bit of an upgrade.
Yeah.
It's just just throwing it out
there.
there.
Yeah, let's just shit on men. That'll win over our male audience.
I don't know. I just laughed at that one. Because then you look at her face like this. As she looks up at she gave me a Bully McGuire vibe when she did that.
Yeah. Fat, what's up, Fat? Just know you're live because of Discord. Okay, well, I mean, we put it on our socials and on our YouTube, so.
Yep, and promoted it.
Yeah, we promoted it. Kane says, David Tennant was my first Doctor. Went back to rewatch the classic Doctor Who of your dad. Tom Baker's your... Okay. I would say, John Pertwee, probably my favorite classic Doctor, along with Tom Baker.
Right. And
William Hartnell is the first Doctor. Marcus, what's up, Marcus? I'm guessing Riley 2024 goal is flight school. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. So we got to focus. That's
we're
Act
going
3.
in order.
We're going to stick with Act 1, which is shows and stuff and things that we did in 2023. So I guess it's enough of Doctor Who, unless you want to say anything else.
Nope. I guess the closest thing that King has to that long scarf at the moment is that one Jonesy skin in Fortnite.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's the closest thing you're going to get to a long scarf.
Weren't they supposed to add, the 14th and 15th Doctors to Fortnite?
They did do a Doctor Who Island Creative collab.
Yeah, I know that, but I thought were those just fan made skins?
They must have been fan made because I've never heard of any other Doctor Who things on Fortnite.
Okay, because I thought they were going to add Doctor Who skins.
Probably eventually it'll happen.
But you think they would have done it for the 60th anniversary though? That would have been the best time.
They should have done it with like the chapter OG because it was all about time traveling.
Exactly.
They should have done it there.
That would have made sense, but no. I wouldn't mind if they just went crazy. I know they're probably not going to do this, but then again, Disney does have some sort of, I guess, investment in Doctor Who now going forward. Mm-hmm. But it would be awesome if they just released like all the incarnations of the Doctor, so you could buy like whatever version of the Doctor you want. We're moving on, Fat. We're done with Doctor. Kane and I talk more about Doctor Who tomorrow in my GTA video. So yeah, we'll move on. But anyways, Kane says top 3 classic Doctors for Kane: 4th Doctor, 3rd Doctor, 6th Doctor. Yeah, because he met Colin Baker. I mean, Colin Baker's all right. I liked him. A lot of people didn't like him, but I liked him as the Doctor. But I got to put William Hartnell there because he was the 1st Doctor, despite what Chibnall would have you believe. But anyways, another show we've been hoarding.
Yeah, Hoarders.
Yeah, Hoarders. So, yeah, we've been watching this, what season we're in, 11 or 12?
Yeah, we're season 11.
Yeah, and there's like 13 seasons total.
Yeah, but the thing is like every season now is like 5 episodes.
Yeah.
So we're almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there because they've kind of changed the formula in the final seasons. There were longer, there were more episodes per season previously, and a lot of the time they would focus on 2 different hoarders. Mm-hmm. And it would be like a 40-minute episode, right? But these last couple seasons, they shrunk it down to like 5 episodes a season, but each episode is longer. And each episode focuses on like one specific hoarder. There was one called the Three Amigos.
Yeah, that was for like 3 different people.
But they all knew it. They were like 2 of them were brothers, and one of them was their friend. And
yeah, they lived very close to each other, literally like a block away. So that's why they did it all together.
Yeah. All right, fine. We'll wrap up the Doctor Who talk, and then we'll continue with Hoarders. See, this is chaos.
Yeah, to wrap the Doctor Who talk, you gotta get Riley to watch Classic Who. All right, I'm done now.
I tried.
I don't know,
okay,
man.
I tried, Ken. I gave up. But anyways.
I don't know.
Back to Hoarders. So overall, like when we first started binging Hoarders, we were also watching King of the Hill. We were kind of going back and forth. And for some reason, at first it kind of depressed us watching Hoarders. So we weren't watching as much, but then somewhere along the way, a flip switched.
Yeah.
And we started watching more Hoarders.
Yep.
So I don't know what happened that made us start just binging the hell out of Hoarders. But one thing we try to avoid is eating while watching Hoarders, because usually...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a good combination. Go eat some food and watch Hoarders. Don't do that, ever.
Yeah.
No, it'll make you gag. Unless you have a very strong stomach.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't do that. But other than that, I mean, Hoarders, I don't know why. We just kind of stopped watching King of the Hill and we just kind of kept watching Hoarders because, I don't know, morbid curiosity.
I think we'll go back to King of the Hill eventually.
Damn it, Bobby.
Yep.
Propane
and propane accessories, I tell you what.
I don't know why. I guess it's just curiosity to see how these people live.
Yeah. And there was a pretty good, like the Three Amigos episode, like that one I really liked because it explained why the ones that were, we're definitely never going to watch Fear Factor. Like, that's an old show, Marcus.
I remember that show.
Yeah, Joe Rogan was the host of it. But, anyways, back to Hoarders. Mm-hmm. So, with the Three Amigos episode, like, one of the brothers explained why he hoarded stuff, and it was because they came from poverty. And that kind of, like, I guess, caused a light bulb in my head to go off, because my dad... till the end of his life was a hoarder. He was hoarding like crazy at the end. Like he was collecting lumber, metal. He always had plans for it. And when he died of cancer back in 2016, my sisters, brother-in-laws, and I went over there to start cleaning out his house. Mm-hmm. And yeah, there was a lot of stuff in his house. I mean, not as bad as like a level 10 hoarder, or maybe not even a level 5 hoarder, but he was definitely hoarding like crazy. Like it could have gotten way worse. But, my dad also grew up in poverty, He grew up in the projects, and his parents were Catholic, and he had like a dozen, like, sisters and brothers, so he had a lot of siblings. Mm-hmm. Most of them are still alive, and they were very poor. And so that made me connect kind of a dot. Okay, so maybe the reason why, some hoarders hoard is because they grew up in poverty, and they
just want
they
stuff.
they were desperate. No, they just didn't have anything. They barely had food. They were struggling to survive. But when they got older and they got jobs and they actually were making money, like there was that part of their past that they couldn't let go of because they always had that fear of eventually running out of stuff, right? So they started, stockpiling on food, and it kind of spiraled out of control for them.
Mm-hmm.
So that made me connect kind of a dot. It's like, yeah, that would explain why my dad was a warrior, because he had that fear that, he didn't have much because he was still like lower middle class, but he had more than what he had when he was a kid. He had a house, he had some land back in East Texas, but unfortunately he just went crazy with the horde. But yeah, I do feel bad for the hoarders for the most part. There's some that are scumbags.
Yeah, like I think the last girl we watched.
Yeah, she was.
She was just.
Yeah, Carol.
Carol, yeah. Hated her.
Yeah, I didn't like her either.
I like how the episode ended when it came to her.
Yeah. Yeah, the family just cut her off completely.
Yeah, it's like Carol decided to leave, and the family just decided to cut off all contacts with her.
Yeah.
Which was great, because if you watch the episode, you really feel like you hate this bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely quite a few hoarders we had no sympathy for, but there were a few that, made us feel a little bit, We're like, oh, God, I feel bad for this one.
Yeah.
Because, a lot of them had trauma in their past, they came from a bad home or poverty, or something was done to them, right? Something terrible was done to them, or they dealt with like several losses in their life, like they lost their husband or their children, and it just drove them over the edge. But there's some that just love buying shit.
Yep.
They were shopaholics. Some of them were even kleptos. They would steal. They would shoplift. I had no sympathy for them. And the animal hoarders are probably the worst.
Oh yeah, when they had like 30 plus animals inside the house.
Yeah, like there was one, like one of the more recent ones, where there were cages in her house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there were bones of dead animals in the cages. There was dead birds, dead doggos, dead puppies.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what kind of monster is this?
And there was also another one, like she had a farm. I cannot remember.
Oh yeah.
She had a farm and she had a bunch of chickens and other animals, and most of them were like very like with diseases or dead.
Yeah, and she had several of them in cages, and there were dead ones, and there was like she had a couple goats, and one of the goats was badly injured.
Yeah, and we looked it up what happened to her, and she froze to death.
Yeah.
Like because she didn't pay her her heating or whatever.
Yeah.
I think she lived like very high in the north.
Yeah, she was basically living in squalor, and despite everyone's attempt to help her, she was pretty freaking nasty.
So she froze to death.
Yeah.
In 2016.
Yeah.
Good for her though. She was a monster.
Yeah, there was a few of them we had no sympathy for, but we would just sit there going like, why are these family members even bothering with them?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't if it was somebody like that in my family. I'd be like, screw off,
Fuck you.
But it's so strange though, because a lot of times, I feel like I'm not a good pet parent to my dog. Turning I'm okay, but the dog I don't spend enough time with. But I treat Edward like 1,000 times better than the way the hoarders have treated their pets.
Yep.
By the way, what's up, Icarus? How's it going? And hello, UG.
Hello.
Yeah, bad timing. Yeah, well, we're talking about shows. We've been watching UG, Hoarders. We're just talking about Hoarders right now. Yeah, my least favorite are the animal hoarders because a lot of times they're mistreated. They have way too many animals, and sadly, plenty of animals have been found dead in the horde.
So which one would you say is the worst animal hoarder you've seen?
The one that had them all in the cages, where they were all already dead and deceased. And I think they were the same one that was piling dead animals in their fridge, right?
Oh yeah, that woman. Oh,
yeah, she literally had one of her dead cats.
No, not one.
Several.
There were like 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Dead cats in her freezer.
Yeah, there's some serious mental issues there. That's why throughout these episodes, like Riley jokingly calls me Dr. Burns, because my solution to a lot of them is to put them in mental institutions and lock them up.
Yeah, that's basically Dr. Burns right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, can we get Dr. Burns on the chair? Let's tie them up.
Yeah.
And take them to the mental institution. That's why I always say GB should open up a mental institution. He's always saying, what should I do?
If I ever was, like, in Congress, right? If I ever ran for Congress and somehow won, one thing obviously I would champion is congressional term limits. Duh. The other thing, I mean, I probably champion a few things, but another thing is like bringing back mental care in
There you
mental
go.
institutions, because I think some of you probably realize this. Over the past several years, it seems like people's mental issues have gotten worse and worse. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic or lockdowns or Twitter, well, mainly TikTok, but all the above, or just the world we're living in right now. With shortages and war and whatnot. But we all have some degree of mental issues. Everyone does, but most people manageable. But a lot of these hoarders don't need to be in the situation they're in.
Right.
And they should seriously be locked away. I hate to say that, but they have serious mental issues.
So, do you think you could handle it? If you open a mental institution, could you handle it?
Well, I'm not a therapist, babe. But, I mean, like, okay, let's just say if I was like the warden or the administrator. Then,
Right. Because it would be your mental institution.
well, but I would have to hire an actual therapist and like orderlies and nurses and stuff. But no, what I'm talking about is proposing, like bringing back mental institutions. It's not like old school asylums that you hear horror stories about with the shock therapy and
Here
the
we go.
lobotomy and all that crap. Because mental care has come a long ways, but I do think a lot of people are in serious need that are not getting the help that they badly need, and they're a danger to themselves, and they're also a danger to society. Yeah, Yuji, we get so pissed every time we come across an animal hoarder episode.
Because it's just fucked.
Yeah,
It's really fucked.
because look, this cat annoys us sometimes. He is annoying. He does whine a lot, but I do like my cat. And I do like the dog. Even if I don't spend enough time with him, I still make sure he's taken care of. Make sure he has fresh food, fresh water, dog treats. I even bought him a dog house he doesn't use.
Oof.
Just because it's getting colder. But no, he'd rather lay on his dog bed. Even though I also bought him a new dog blanket for it.
Yeah, he's just like, eh.
He just won't go in the doghouse. And I even have a newer dog bed in the doghouse, right there, literally like 2 or 3 feet away from his dog bed on the back porch. He won't go in there, even if it's cold. He'll lay there shivering on the dog bed. I'm like, Edward, why are you a peanut brain?
Yep.
I just don't get it. I love that dog, but he's so
He Dumbo.
he is, but he is lovable. But at least I'll say one thing about the animal hoarders. It does make me feel better about myself as a pet parent, because I've always been self-critical in that regard, especially when it comes to my dog. Icarus says mental issues have gotten worse because of all the... it's all celebrated now. If you say they need help, you get accused of shaming. Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
So being fucked up in the head is a new trend.
Yeah, it's not about shaming, though. It's
about helping.
Yeah, exactly. But sadly, he's right, though. Like, it's like, oh, I have these issues, and I'm going to promote it, and I'm going to be proud to have these issues. But I guess the ones that are like DID, like they need help, like multiple personality disorder. You talked about non-binaries, like during your playthrough of Snoot Game.
Well, or in general. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't get non-binary.
Yeah.
I will never get it. It's just like I understand male, female, and trans. Okay, because even with trans people, it's like male to female or female to male.
Yeah.
Like you're still one or the other.
Yeah.
And it's like it's fine. You just want to be the other gender.
Exactly. As long as you
But-
go through the proper steps.
Right.
You're not forcing it on kids. That's the part I take issue with. Is kids should be left alone, and once they get older, in their teens, then they can decide what their sexuality is, and whether or not they feel like they were born in the wrong body.
So what would you say, like high school or like college at that point?
Well, I mean, at the very least, there should be no medical stuff done to them until they're an adult.
Yeah,
Like-
no, not medical stuff, but like them knowing about it.
Well, I mean, it's okay to educate people about it, but it just feels like a lot of teachers now and even some parents are just kind of like encouraging their child to go one way or the other when they should just allow their kid to be a kid.
Yeah.
And exactly, Marcus, that's exactly what I just said. Let kids be kids. And when they get older, if it turns out they're gay, that's fine. If they're bi, fine.
Let them
if they're
figure it out on
lesbian,
their own.
fine. If they end up being trans, fine,
Mm-hmm.
But it's just one of those many issues. And I don't have a problem with people that are non-binary, but I would say that a lot of non-binary people do have some mental problems. And I've noticed that in various videos.
Yeah.
And they obviously are in need of mental help. I'm not shaming them. I'm not crapping on them. I'm not trying to demonize them at all. But I get it. You know, they're confused. They don't know what they are. You know.
Right. Like Nick Mercer said, "Leave the kids alone."
Yeah.
Yeah, that one tweet.
Yeah, he got in trouble for that one, didn't he?
Wow.
Well,
He's right though.
yeah, he's right about that. But I also think he said something else that we don't need to go into. But regarding that specific statement, yeah, kids should be allowed to be kids. They can worry about all this other stuff when they grow up. Okay?
Exactly.
Let them be kids. Let them play. Let them learn the basic like don't put your hand on a hot stove or an electric outlet.
Yeah.
Don't run with scissors. And learn the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3s, the different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, we can get to the sex ed stuff,
Yeah.
And once they're an adult, if they decide they want to be trans, then that's cool, as long as they've gone through the proper steps, like therapy, And if a therapist says they have, the what is it, gender dysphoria? Yeah, gender dysphoria. And you're never 100% sure about something, but if it gets to that point, and they're like, yes, it's not a fad, it's not a phase. Then I think it's totally fine for them to transition.
Yep.
Even if the medical, like the surgery aspect is touch and go, it's kind of dangerous, right?
Yep.
Well, we're getting way off topic here. But it does segue into another show we've been watching, My Strange Addiction.
Oh yeah, My Strange Addiction. We watched a few episodes.
Yeah, we're not really going through it like episode by episode. We're just kind of cherry picking episodes.
Yeah, we're not going in order for that. For us, we just see like which ones are the most interesting.
Yeah.
And
but a lot of these people need serious mental health.
Yeah, like I think so let's say a few that we watched. Let's say
the one that eats toilet paper.
Oh, somebody eats toilet paper and the dryer
bounty.
The dryer thing that you put on the
the fabric softener.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
So that's a separate one. These are two different people.
Yeah.
And they both eat one. Well, hopefully they've both gotten over their addictions. I hope so. But that is just crazy.
Yeah.
Eating toilet paper every day or eating fabric softener, which is worse because it has all these chemicals and stuff in it.
Right. And there was this one person who worked out like at least 9 hours every day.
Like before that, she was a drug addict. And so she went from being a drug addict to a workout addict. And like she was in really good shape, but she'd work out 6 hours a day and she was taking all sorts of things. And that has long-term health effects on you, negative.
Yeah.
It's totally fine to get in shape, to have some muscle on you. That's cool. But she was just like I don't know, like She-Hulk kind of crazy.
I've seen the toilet paper one and someone is eating me. Huh?
Okay. Oh, is there someone eating you another episode, Bounty? I don't think we've seen that one. But we've seen the titles of some of them, and like there's one that eats rocks, there's one that eats glass, there's one that
drinks piss.
Yeah, and like we don't even want to watch those. We're like,
yeah,
what?
And there's a few like fetish ones as well. Like we've seen the one with the furry.
Yeah, the furry is not an addiction. Okay,
that's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. Look, like neither one of us are furries. I know people jokingly call you one because of your mascot on your channel, but she's not a furry. Okay, but I don't have a problem with furries. We have a friend and his partner. They're furries.
Yeah.
But I don't consider that to be an addiction.
That's a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle.
Oh, you said you bounty.
Oh, okay. No, not you. I would get a visit from Chris Hansen over that.
Oh, somebody's eating bounty.
Have a seat right over there.
Yeah.
Now, like the fabric softener bounty, not you.
The bounty brand.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Trademark.
Yeah. What else? There was one that was addicted to like wearing diapers.
Oh yeah, the diaper girl. Yeah.
The diaper girl.
Yeah.
Like again, that's more of a is that an addiction or a lifestyle or both?
I would say it's a lifestyle choice. I mean, it's her life. She can live it the way she wants. But I think her reasoning was she didn't really get to be a girl growing up, and so she was kind of revisiting being a girl, and she just got accustomed to wearing diapers all the time. And okay, fine. You know what? It's your money. It's your life. You do you.
Yep.
Sometimes when you look, eventually, if I live long enough and I get older, right? Unfortunately, I'll probably get to the point where I may have to wear diapers.
Yeah, but that's because you're old.
Yeah, because you're a senior citizen, you have no choice because your bowel issues. I get that, but hopefully that's a long ways off for me.
Right.
But I don't know if I would want to do that every single day because I want to. No thanks. GB, have a seat right over there. I know, right?
Poor GB.
Yeah. So yeah, strange show, strange addiction. I think we're not gonna watch all the episodes because some of them are just they sound too weird.
Yeah. There was this one person who was like into pet play, where she was like next to like she was wearing like a latex suit.
Okay.
And she was being like dressed up like a horse, and she was like next to a horse.
Huh?
Yeah, like outside. It was like a pet play type of deal. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube,
Okay.
and it is so weird. So basically, she has like like horses that you just put your finger in her mouth, and then you have like a thing to like hold them.
Okay.
So she was wearing that, and they're trying to be a horse.
What?
Yeah. But it's basically pet play. But besides that, it's like once the whole pet play is over, she goes back to being like a normal adult.
Is it 2029 yet?
Why?
Because Apophis is supposed to come near the Earth. Maybe Apophis will decide, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do the world a solid and take them out.
But yeah, that did happen, and it was so fucking weird.
I really wonder about us as a species sometimes. I swear.
Yeah.
God, like, look, I don't mind like people's lifestyle choices. It's weird because like we're like, yeah, that's a little weird, but then it becomes popularized, and then you're like, why are you into that?
Yeah. The thing is that once you start searching this shit on YouTube, like My Strange Addiction, YouTube will think that you want to keep watching, so they'll recommend you all this weird shit. And that's how I found out about it.
It's a rabbit hole.
Yeah, because sometimes what I do is that I search up that one episode, and then I want to search up like a live update just to see if they're still doing that shit. And then that's how I got it.
Oh yeah, and the diaper girl's still doing diaper stuff.
Yeah, she's still doing diaper stuff, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Good for her.
Good for her.
Yeah, Icarus says wearing diapers doesn't sound so bad. Don't have to miss the good part of a show or go AFK in your game.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, you want to watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy, director's edition, but you don't want to stop?
Yeah, there you go.
Grab a diaper, bro.
Or if you have to go to the airport, and the flight is like 10 hours long.
Yeah.
like for example, if you're like going from here to like Spain or something.
You know, there was a female astronaut years ago who was having an affair with one dude, and she was wanting to kill the wife, I think. And so I think she drove from Texas to Florida, and she kept like changing diapers so she would get there faster.
I mean, hey, dedication.
I know, right?
I mean, if you think about it, it's not really that bad because it's just underwear with padding.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that astronaut, but that's literally what she would do. She was wearing diapers nonstop on her drive from Texas to Florida, and it's a pretty messed up story though. But
oof.
Yeah, like I said, if I ever have to wear diapers, it's only because I have no fucking choice. You know, it's not. I'd rather wear boxers.
Nah, you're just wearing it because you want to.
No, it's not for me. It might be for that diaper girl and others, but it's definitely not for me.
Right. Anyways, moving on.
Let's talk about some wholesome. Yeah, we're gonna move on from diapers. I think that there's enough diaper talk today.
Yeah, we already stopped that. Anyways.
All right, so we did watch one holiday film. We meant to watch a few more. Well, we're in Fort Worth. Damn.
Yep, Fort Worth.
So we went from San Antonio to Dallas, Fort Worth. Okay, kind of cool.
So if we want to go to like Austin, we have to go like.
You have to go south.
South?
Yeah.
We'll turn around.
Yeah, turn around. Anyway, so we did get around to watching one holiday film. I think I wanted us to watch like a few more. Okay, let me finish with the comments, and then we'll continue with the one holiday movie we watched that I've never seen before, but finally got peer pressured into watching by one of my sisters, actually both my sisters and my fiance.
Huh?
Yeah. Icarus says, look at it this way, as long as you flip off your neighbors, smile while doing it, people just assume you're senile. Yeah, that's a very valid point, Icarus. Okay, so there's one, and I think it just celebrated 20 years, right? 20th anniversary. Elf.
Yeah, I finally got GB to watch that Will Ferrell movie.
It was a team effort. You and my sisters all peer pressured me into watching it.
Yep. So, what'd you think of it?
For the record, I'm not the biggest Will Ferrell fan. He's had his moments, but for the most part, I don't really care for the guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I'll give credit where credit's due. You know, he's had a few moments that made me chuckle in his career.
Like one thing.
When he gets burned at the beginning of Austin Powers, that was funny.
Okay.
Yeah. You upset Mr. Bigglesworth, and when Mr. Bigglesworth gets upset, people die. That was funny. But anyways, it was actually directed by Jon Favreau, who famous for starting the MCU with directing Iron Man 1 and 2, and now he along with Dave Filoni, I guess, is kind of running Star Wars going forward.
Yeah.
So look, I like Jon Favreau. And there's definitely some, like Ed Asner plays Santa Claus. I like Ed Asner. He's always great. He also voices Granny Goodness in Superman and Justice League. He is such a great Granny Goodness. But you never watched the Superman animated series.
Yeah.
You're missing out.
Yeah.
But anyways, James Caan was also in there. He plays Buddy's dad. Mm-hmm. Well, one of Buddy's dads. There was another famous actor that played Papa Elf. Bob Newhart, I think. But, what's her name? Actress that played
Jovi.
Huh?
The one that plays Jovi or Clara?
Jovi, yeah, Jovi. She ended up being New Girl, right? Mm-hmm. My sister loved that show, New Girl. I forgot what her name was. Zoe something. And her sister was in Bones. But then Clara, the actress that plays Clara in Back to the Future 3, is also in it. So there's some pretty stellar actors and actresses. Mm-hmm. But overall, I found Elf to be mid. It had its moments, but
yeah, I think GB's favorite part was when Will Ferrell got ran over by the taxi.
Yeah, because there's a part like when Buddy who so here's the long and short. Buddy starts off as an orphan baby, right? Mm-hmm. And Santa visits the orphanage, and Buddy sees a teddy bear in Santa's bag, and while Santa's busy eating cookies and stuff, he's distracted by cookies. And Buddy crawls into Santa's bag, and then Santa unrealizes it, heads back to the North Pole, and then while he's celebrating with the elves, little baby Buddy just crawls out. So Buddy gets raised by elves, and he thinks he's an elf, but they actually break the news to him when he's an adult that he's actually human.
Yeah.
And so he goes on a journey to find his real father, because it turns out his real mother died. Mm-hmm. So you never seen Elf, but you like Will Ferrell? Well, then maybe you should watch it, because if you like Will Ferrell, I guess you'll like it.
Yeah.
Your favorite part of Elf was the end credits. What happens in the end credits?
Nothing. It's just that Jovi is there with Papa Elf, and he sits down on his lap.
Oh, we saw that part. Yeah, where they both they end up having a kid together, Buddy and Jovi.
I think so.
Yeah, there was a teddy bear fad. I know you're all excited about that. But yeah, I don't know why people like Elf. I mean, it's not the worst Christmas movie I've ever seen, but it's not great.
No, it's not. It had its
moments.
I will give it like a 6 or a 5.
Yeah, it was mid, but I think that's the only movie we watched in December.
Yeah, that's the only movie we watched. I don't remember any other movie we've seen.
Yeah.
We wasn't really watching movies. We were just focused on Hoarders.
Yeah, Hoarders, YouTube, gaming.
Yep.
Okay, so other stuff that's happened in December 2023. It was somebody's birthday. Okay, moving on.
No. You move on to your birthday. What was it?
Okay, so my birthday was a few Sundays ago. We celebrated it while playing some Lego Fortnite. By the way, shout out to Pat, aka The Professional. He promoted that stream, and it got like 1,000 views.
Yep, and now you're a Fortnite YouTuber.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you can.
No, I'm not. I streamed Lego Fortnite one time, and that crap happens.
Yep, you got promoted.
Yeah, I kind of wish I had a do-over and I would have just done a GTA stream instead.
No.
Because, see, that would have got me the GTA subscribers.
Wow.
But anyways, I appreciate Pat for wishing me happy birthday. So thank you, Pat. But, okay, so during that playthrough, I developed a slight headache because after the stream, you, me, and my sisters and brother-in-laws and nephews were going to go bowling. Mm-hmm. But I had a slight headache.
Which we still haven't gone to.
We're gonna go. I guess we'll maybe go hopefully in the first or second week of 2024. Hopefully. But I had a slight headache. Not a really bad one, but it got to the point where I just didn't like the idea of bowling because the bowling ball hitting the pins.
Yeah.
I think that would have made things worse. So I decided instead of us going bowling, let's just go eat. Let's just go have some Mexican food. And my sisters agreed, but it also turned out one of my nephews was not feeling well. So it kind of altered the plans a little bit to where neither one of my nephews showed up. One of my brother-in-laws stayed home. to be with the nephews, his kids, his boys. And so it was just you, me, and 2 of my sisters, and 1 of my brother-in-laws. But it was an okay time.
Yeah, and decided to go to a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my birthday. It wasn't really anything special. Oh yeah, she got me like a birthday cookie cake, like chocolate chip cookie cake. I ate a couple slices, but I threw most of it away. So
yeah,
props to me because I'm trying to lose weight.
Yep.
So, and that's definitely something I'm going to be focusing more on going into 2024. Oh, wow, GB, a lose weight New Year's resolution. Never heard that one before.
You better commit to it.
I am committed to it.
Good.
All right, so what else happening? Oh, yeah, some holiday stuff. I was peer pressured into actually putting lights on the front porch.
I have no idea what you're on about.
Yeah, you peer pressured me into getting some lights, so we did put some lights up. Maybe I'll share some photos in Discord later. I don't think I did.
Nope.
But maybe I will. Maybe I'll post them in the pic section in Discord. Not right now, but after the stream's over.
Yeah.
But yeah, we put some lights up. They're okay. It's nothing crazy, but it looks all right. But the other thing, it wasn't just you that peer pressured me into it. It was also the fact that all of our neighbors had Christmas lights up. So it would have made us look like the odd house out.
Yeah, JB didn't want to be that one guy.
Yeah, exactly. So I felt peer pressured, from all different ways, So,
Me and the neighbors. Thank you, neighbors.
Yeah, exactly. Am I going to go to a gym or a home gym? Well, for years back in Louisiana, I was going to a gym. I had a personal trainer. And I find that it's best to have a personal trainer there to be there who's knowledgeable about weights and working out, upper body, lower body, etc. So I'll probably try to find a new personal trainer. I don't know if I'm going to buy some equipment and just set up my own little gym in the garage, or am I just going to try and find a gym nearby? Like the closest town is 10 minutes away. So maybe I think there's at least 1 or 2 gyms nearby. So maybe I'll do that. But I definitely want to start getting back in shape.
Or you could get your sister to train you.
Yeah, one of my sisters one of the things she does, she's a dentist along with her husband, but she also has her own spin studio. And she's hardcore into the bicycles. And that studio is about to celebrate a 1-year anniversary. And she also works out as well. So she's like, hey, come over to my house. We have a little gym. And, I could be your personal trainer. So maybe I'll just have my baby sister train me.
There you go.
That's great. So, yeah, I could do that. But other stuff that happened, speaking of time with the sisters, we had this light show that we went to.
Yeah. Hey, Red.
Hey, Red, what's up? And by the way, Happy New Year, everybody. Okay, so we had this light show in Austin. And the same baby sister, she was promoting it. She was like, hey, you guys want to go to this cool light show at this place called Mozart's? It's really cool. They have this awesome light show. And so she bought the tickets for everybody, for you, me, obviously her boys, her husband, and my other sister, her husband, and a friend of theirs.
Yeah.
The other friend is kind of like a sister to me as well. And she really, really drummed it up, right?
Yep.
And so the day comes. You and I go over to my other sister's apartment, and we ride over to the restaurant. We eat at a restaurant. It's a little diner. It was okay. Nothing special.
It was mid.
Yeah, it was mid. But then after that, we go into Austin it's called Mozart's. See, when she mentioned Mozart, I thought it was gonna be like a light show with music by Mozart, right? Mm-hmm. So I had all this old classical stuff going on in my head, imagining what it was gonna be like, right?
Yeah, that's why I dressed up nicely too.
Yeah.
Because I remember I wore a nice dress for that.
Yeah, we kind of dressed up for it. Plus, it was cold. It was really cold.
It was really cold. It was 40s. And
when we got to the outskirts of this, because it's I think it's right off the Colorado River, in downtown Austin. Mm-hmm. Or it's not in downtown, it's right out downtown, but in the Austin area. Anyways, traffic was packed. It was crazy, mad crazy how many people were going to this thing.
This thing.
Yeah. And it took a quick minute to finally get parked and get everybody assembled. And we went down to this open bar, and they had hot chocolate, they had pretzels, they had cookies and stuff. And the light show was very, very mid.
Yeah, or even less than mid. It was below average.
It was so disappointing. And the DJ there was constantly promoting his music. He's like, "Hey, yeah, I'm going to be working on a new single soon." And I'm like, "Who cares?"
Yeah.
No one gives a shit, buddy. But yeah, and at first we were thinking, is it just us or is this kind of
lame?
And we didn't want to upset my baby sister because she's the one who hyped it up. I guess the year before it was way better, and she's also the one who bought the tickets, right?
Yeah.
Turns out she was feeling the exact same way. So we all were shitty on it. And,
yeah.
And the 2 tables she got for us, they were separated. They were supposed to be beside each other in the schematic, but when we got to the event, they were separated.
Yep.
So there's like a barrier between the 2 tables, which is completely BS. That's not what she paid for.
Yeah.
But what a scam that was.
Yeah. I'm sure she felt very scammed.
Yeah.
That turns out the best thing we did was actually leave, and then we saw like a neighborhood with a bunch of nice lights.
Oh yeah, because my other sister said, "Hey, you guys want to come check out this really cool neighborhood before we go back to the apartment?" And we said, "Yeah, sure." And this entire little neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Was just I don't know what they do, but apparently every Christmas, all the houses go like balls to the wall with the decorations. And I think I even posted some photos from our adventure. Yeah, I did that. Okay, so in the pic section of Discord, scroll somewhere, you'll see some of the images from that event. And the neighborhood itself, you'll see a few photos. The photos don't do the neighborhood justice, and ironically, they were playing Elf on their projectors.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But it was very Christmassy, and it was amazing.
How much are the tickets? I don't think she ever told us how much the tickets were.
It was over $100.
Even free, it wouldn't have been worth going because of the bullshit we had to deal with. It took forever because of traffic.
Yeah. But I think Sarah or Carly told me.
Yeah, one of them mentioned the price tag, but I wouldn't have paid for that crap. Mm-hmm. But sadly, the best part was spending time with them was what really mattered in the end. My family.
Yeah, we did spend time together though.
We did, so. and checking out that one neighborhood was really cool.
I love how cold it was, where it came to the point where I literally had to borrow your jacket.
Yeah. I was being a knight in shining tinfoil and let you use the jacket.
Because even when I was wearing like a shirt and a dress, and I was very dressed up.
Yeah.
And I was still wearing a jacket, and I was still cold, and I just had to take GP's jacket.
Yeah.
And GP's like, "Aren't you cold? You're just wearing like a long sleeve." And it's like, "No, I'm good."
And then we got out of the car, and you're like, "I'm cold."
I was freezing because I'm used to cold being like 70 or 60.
Yeah, it's way colder here.
Like here, when it gets to like 40 or 30, I'm like dying.
Yeah. Hi, Brian. How's it going? And by the way, Happy New Year's to all of you. Appreciate you all watching the December 2023 live stream of our vlog.
Stream.
Yeah, the December 2023 vlog live there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's been the holidays so far. Anything else we're missing, I think?
For the holidays, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. Oh, yeah, we did spend... we did go over for Christmas Eve dinner to my youngest sister's house. We bought the boys some cheap plastic Mustangs for them to destroy.
Oh, yeah.
They were pretty cool. They had like little lights and they would move around and stuff.
Yeah.
I bought them both the same one.
Yeah.
Both red Mustangs because you know how siblings can be when they're around the same age.
It's like, I want that one. I want that one.
Yeah. It's the same thing that happened to my sisters because they're around the same age too. And I remember my dad and their mom having to do the same thing. Like for dolls and stuff, they'd buy them each the same doll because they would fight over them. So you had to buy them the exact same gift. And they were just having fun, just smashing them driving them around, smashing them together. I'm sure by now, one or both of those Mustangs have been busted in a few pieces.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But at least the nephews had a good time with them.
Yeah, for 5 minutes.
They won't remember it, but, I guess I wanted to do something for them.
At least you could say, hey, I did something for him, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. But, yeah, I think that's pretty much... Oh, yeah, my other sister had her birthday. So, my youngest sister, once again, had her birthday. And it's interesting because, see, she was born in late December. Growing up, I would spend winter break in Louisiana with my grandparents. And so... on record, I have not really attended that many of my youngest sister's birthdays.
Yep.
Her mom was pregnant with her when I left for winter break to spend time. See, I grew up in East Texas, and my grandparents lived in Louisiana. And when I came back from that one winter break, I had a new youngest sister. And that's the way it had been for a quick minute, is that I haven't really shared that many birthdays with my youngest sister, sadly. And that's something I wanted to, I guess, make up. And I was really looking forward to actually attending her birthday last week. Mm-hmm. So we go to another nicer Mexican restaurant than the one I went to for my birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, the Mexican restaurant we went to for mine was good. Mm-hmm. But this one's like top notch. You know, it's like one of the best Mexican restaurants in the city, like what, Lupe?
Lupe, yeah.
And we thought if we got there early, like 6 o'clock, that we'd get in a lot quicker. 2 hours was our wait.
Yeah.
They said 45 minutes. It was 2 hours before we finally got seated.
Yeah, so we just did a lot just talking and babysitting.
Yeah, I love my nephews, but they are little destructors.
They are monsters.
Yeah, they were flicking the light off in the front, like the front entranceway of the restaurant, because it was just right there, and they were about to knock over this horse or donkey.
Hooray for children.
Yeah, I know. Like we literally had to form a circle around the boys.
Yeah. To
keep them from running off, because they ran off like 2 or 3 times. Like those two, it's like every time I see them, they're up to something. I love them, but jeez. They make me happy I don't have a kid. But
for now.
Even though there is still part of me that wouldn't mind having a kid. But those two, they're a handful. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, the dinner was good, you know. It was really,
yeah, it was good.
Yeah. But the waiting.
I also got buzzed.
Oh, yeah. You had a little strawberry, margarita, I think?
Tequila.
With some tequila in it, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
There was some part of me that wanted to keep drinking, but nah.
No. Yeah, you got a little buzz, which is fine. So, I don't have a problem with you drinking. I just personally can't drink. And plus, I was, driving, so I was a designated driver. So
right, you couldn't drink.
No, even if I was able to drink, I still wouldn't have, because I think that drinking and driving is quite dangerous and has resulted in a lot of tragedy and casualties over the years.
Right. Also, GPI found it.
Found what? Oh, you found the airport. Okay. Yeah, Austin Bergstrom. Yeah, we've been to that airport a few times. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the big thing that happened as we segue into games is the GTA 6 trailer finally dropped. After years of waiting, we finally got the GTA 6 trailer. Currently has over 160 million views.
But what about the more important one, the GTA Online Chop Chop? That was way better.
Who cares?
Wow, that's how you're gonna be?
Yeah, exactly. See, Brian says, my year was good. Finally graduated from college. Well, congratulations again, Brian. I think I wish you congratulations a while back. I play amazing games. Resident Evil 4 remake. Movie of the year is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Yeah, you know what? That's something else we did. Oh, I think, did we do that in November?
That was in November.
Yeah, but you also got a chance to watch both, like Across and Beyond the Spider. No, it's Into the Spider-Verse and then Across the Spider-Verse. The third one's
Beyond is later.
And she liked them. They were all right.
Yeah, but that was November.
Yeah, that was November. But yeah, I'm very excited for GTA 6. It sucks that we have to wait till 2025. But I was joking about it. I think during the poker stream yesterday that maybe it'll be January 1st, 2025. Come on, Rockstar, ring in 2025 the right way.
Yeah, right.
That would be awesome. Because it doesn't. When it comes to like GTA. It doesn't matter when they release it. They don't have to release it in the fall in order for it to make a shit ton of money. Mm-hmm. It'll make a shit ton of money no matter when they release that game. So yeah, it's one of these, like, I guess you could say, events, these rare occasions when it comes to video games where it doesn't matter. So Fat says it was an honor to win. Yeah, Fat won the poker game yesterday. He ended up coming in first place somehow.
Nice. Good job, Fat.
But yeah, it was fun playing some poker yesterday, and then We did a little 4v1 against Fat out in the snow in the Great Plains.
Yeah.
Good times.
I remember when it was my honor to win that dogfight at one time.
Oh, yeah, against when you beat him in a Tula.
It wasn't a Pyro, I was in a Tula, and he fucking died.
Yeah, and he still wants a rematch.
You'll get the rematch one day, Fat.
Yeah, whenever you decide to get back into GTA, which is at the moment not happening.
I think it's been at least 5 months since I last touched it.
Yeah.
It's been a quick minute.
Okay, you know what? That's something interesting to talk about because, I'll probably talk about the Chop Chop in a minute, but how do you feel not touching GTA Online in a quick minute?
It makes me a happier person, honestly, just trying other games.
Okay.
Because GTA is just filled with so much BS.
Yeah.
That it just pisses me off and I get angry. So even though I play Fortnite and sometimes, I do have my pissed off moments, I don't get as angry as GTA because I know that whenever I play Fortnite, I'm actually fighting the person face to face.
Yeah.
Number one, and they're not hiding from me. Well, unless you want to count being behind a wall or something.
Or camping.
But they're still there.
Yeah.
And, if I get beaten, I get beaten fair and square.
Yeah.
Because obviously they either got the drop on me or, basically they just beat me at my own game.
Yeah.
They still were there. It's not like GTA. It's I'm going to go in my facility. Okay, bye, boom. And then they just leave the lobby.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
And it literally happened 4 times, 1 hour. And God knows where's my little paper of how many times I got orbital cannon in PR.
Oh, yeah. She literally had she jotted down how many times she got orbed.
Yeah, over the years. I've been orbital probably over 2,000 times.
That's insane.
That's not once or twice. No, that's over 2,000.
Jeez.
And that's also counting orbital spam.
Yeah. Yeah, the orbital cannon was a mistake.
Yeah, and it just the broomstick doesn't help either. I mean,
yeah,
they're still there, but it's just so annoying. And
it is. And
then now you have the railgun and the explosive cannon. And they got nerfed, but still.
Yeah.
And this is some more BS. And now the Raiju's broken apparently. So fuck that. I'm out of there. It was the best decision I've ever made. GTA. Wow. If you quit GTA, your happiness level will increase by 700%.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at GB. You see how depressed he is?
What are you talking about? I'm fine.
See, look at him. He's so sad right now. Quit GTA. Best decision you ever made.
I do play GTA. In fact, I will be playing some GTA tomorrow with Kane and Dark Matter Wolf. We do the McTony robbery. So that video will be out tomorrow. Early access for my members over on my main channel.
See, look at how happy he sounds about that news.
We had a good time, except for at the end. It gets really salty, but that's all I'm going to say. Fat, more Red Dead Online tomorrow. I'm good for now. I'm good. Thanks, so Fat.
Wow.
Yuji, don't know what you're talking about. What poker game? Exactly. Fat, sure. Once again, respectfully let Riley win. Right.
It's still kind of funny what you said about Yuji and Red said about Fat.
Yeah. Yeah, Fat is a legend in his own mind.
Yep.
But yeah, so speaking of GTA Online, the Chop Shop came out. Got up early in the morning as usual to check it out. I liked it better than Drug Wars. I like Yusuf. Yusuf is far from my favorite GTA character, but I like him more than Dax. So it was nice to see Yusuf again. So I'd rather see Yusuf than Dax any day of the week.
Or the Fooligans.
Yeah, or the Fooligans.
Yeah.
But it was an okay update. I mean, it's nothing special. Obviously, Rockstar's focusing most of their efforts on
GTA 6.
Exactly. That's where their efforts are going. That's why Red Dead Online has been sacrificed, except for a few new, call to arms maps every now and then.
Hooray. Now, Red Dead Online is just now call to arms survival. There you go.
Pretty much.
That's just Red Dead Online. Hey,
our Telegram missions, whenever they add a new Telegram mission.
Crap.
Yeah. Very, very low effort.
Mm-hmm.
And, Chop Shop. It's not the same as it once was when it came to, December updates in GTA used to be a thing. It used to be, a big deal. But it's meh.
Mm-hmm.
But what was a big deal is something that you just alluded to a moment ago that a lot of people are enjoying. Chapter 5 Fortnite.
Oh, yeah, Chapter 5. I don't know why, but that season is so much fun. And I think the biggest reason is because there's just so much variety.
Yeah.
Not only in, BR, but now you have, Festival, which I love Festival.
What is Festival about?
It's basically Guitar Hero Rock Band, but with your controller.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully one day they'll add, guitar support. where you can just play like Rock Band status.
You know what they would probably do? They'll probably team up with a company and sell like Fortnite Festival guitars.
I would buy it.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would.
And then GB will like honestly, what they need to do with Rock Band, what they need to do with the vocals is have somebody singing instead of like pressing the buttons.
Yeah.
They need to have somebody singing because it not only adds to the cringe factor and it makes it funnier.
Yeah.
But it also makes it, more enjoyable for you to enjoy to memorize the lyrics.
Well, that's how Rock Band was, because like one of my sisters was living with me in Louisiana for like a year after high school, and we had Rock Band, and we had the guitar, we had the bass, we had the microphone, we had the drum set, and yeah, there were times when you could actually. And it's pretty easy because most people have like a headset with a microphone.
Exactly.
And they can just incorporate it that way.
And it was actually very good because it also makes you memorize the song.
Yeah.
Which if there's a good song and you memorize it, it's like, ooh.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's something right there.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
But yeah, it was fun. I love Festival. Yeah. And I cannot wait for them to act like controller support.
Yeah.
So you can actually because what I used to do back in the day was my cousin had like a guitar on Rock Band.
Yeah.
And I had the microphone.
Yeah.
So what I would do is put the microphone on top and then have them play like 2-player mode where I sing and touch the guitar at the same time.
Hey, do you want to go a little lower and show people hill country since we're over hill country?
Sure.
That's what she was excited about because we were literally flying over our neck of the woods. Well, our neck of the hills, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So we'll give you the topography's pretty accurate in this game. So it'll give you an idea of how beautiful. Well, it doesn't really do hill country justice, but as she gets lower, you'll notice hill country. But yeah, a lot of people surprisingly are enjoying Fortnite Festival. Like you guys were playing it the other night after you did some
we were
Battle
playing
Royale.
Fortnite Festival Jam.
Yeah.
Which was basically like you can create your own tune, and we were just having like a Mr. Brightside Gangnam Style remix.
Gangnam Style.
Yeah, and it was so fucking cringe, but it was so good. Red was just laughing his ass off, and also Bounty. And
speaking of Red, he's been enjoying Rocket Racing.
Rocket Racing is also another really good mode.
It's a kart mode, right?
Yeah, it's a race mode basically. I don't enjoy it as much as Fortnite Festival, but it's still a really good mode.
Yeah.
It's one of those modes where like BR, I have to play it with somebody to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I won't care. Like if I play it alone, I just don't give a shit. But if I play it with somebody else, it's like, oh, okay, well this is fun.
Yeah.
And I'll just be like in the background. The other one is Lego Fortnite. GB was addicted to that mode for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then he just dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, when did they come up with a new update? Because we did almost everything, in Fortnite Lego. So they just need to add more stuff, like especially like vehicles, so it's easier to get around the map. They have like a fucking balloon, but the balloon is so mid, it's not even funny.
Yeah, the little thing we have is like jumping off a cliff and activating the glider.
Yeah.
That's the best one we have.
Yeah, and it takes a quick minute to get everything you need for the glider.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all right, but I mean, it's just something fun to do, like when you're just in the mood. And ironically, I did that for my birthday stream, but yeah, and then there's still like build and zero build and also
zero build. I'm really enjoying because I enjoy all the Oh god. I'm enjoying all the weapons in Zero Build.
Yeah.
Like, the Striker is really good. The Nemesis is better for long range.
Yeah.
The snipers are OP as shit at the moment. The pistol's really good. The burst SMG's really good. The normal SMG's really good. The MP5. The only one I really don't like is the pump. The pumps are, actually the shotguns this season are pretty weak. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of enjoy that.
Yeah.
Because I hate, super strong shotguns in Fortnite. It's just I never liked it. The Frenzy Auto, it takes a little bit to kill you. It's like the drum shotgun, but more balanced.
Yeah.
And then there's the pump, which blows. I fucking hate that shit. And I've seen people use it against me, and they die. Like I remember this one dude was actually trying it against me, and he hit me for 70 at point blank.
Wow.
And I just completely melted him with the burst at point blank range. So it burst hip firing my burst SMG, which should not be a good idea. Beat his pump shotgun at point blank.
Wow.
And he hit me. So that shows you how weak it is.
Yeah. For the most part, I do like the new island. I like the Italian feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
There's the snow region, but then the rest of it's this really, it looks like Italy. In fact, we could we could go to Italy, I guess.
The whole map looks good. No, we're not gonna go to Italy.
You want to stay in Texas?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The whole map looks really good. That's what I love it. There's no part of the map that I'm like, ugh, fuck this shit. Like the jungle and like wilds.
Yeah, the jungle sucked.
Oh god, the jungle literally ruined Chapter 4.
Yeah.
Everything was okay in Mega, and I guess the first map was alright as well, like on Chapter 4 Season 1. Yeah. It's just that the map in Chapter 4 Season 1 was not bad. Yeah. What I hated was the hammer and the anime shit.
Yeah.
That ruined the whole map.
Yeah, the anime crap gets on my nerves. It's just so overdone. It's not.
Yeah, like funny. If you want to add like skins and like, you know, multiple emotes, fine.
Yeah.
But stop adding anime weapons and stuff like that. It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
The pump is only viable if you get a good rarity off spawn. No, even the yellow one, like the legendary one, it still blows. Like, because I remember that one dude hit me, I killed him, and he literally dropped like a purple, or I think it was either purple or yellow.
Yeah, I think somewhere over here is Marble Falls, where we went. No, not down there, but somewhere over here is Marble Falls, where we went to get our driver's licenses. It's like 40 minutes away from where we live. It's a really nice little town on the river.
Yeah.
So I think it's like further that way.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, we got our driver's licenses back in November. Some of you know that, but anyways, Yuju says, "So you tried Festival, give or take." Yeah, it's okay. I
don't like it.
The time. I mean, I'm not the best when it comes to the timing. So you're done with Lego Fortnite for now, Bounty? Yeah, until they add new content, I'm also kind of done with it.
So, there it is.
Yeah, there's Marble Falls. Yeah, Marble Falls is a nice little town.
Yeah, I don't like it here.
We need to go back there one day.
There was this museum I wanted to see.
Oh, yeah, it's like further that way, I think. Between like Marble Falls and Burnett, because I also had to go to Burnett to get a new, new birth certificate, because I brought a copy of my birth certificate by mistake.
Yeah.
Bye, Brian. See you later.
Bye, Brian.
Yuji says, no build, still enjoy just trying solo.
No build's nice.
Yeah, just like I've gotten better at build and like save the world, but I still.
No, but the thing is, you cannot use save the world build like against build.
I know.
Because that's also like being shot at by actual players.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you could handle the pressure.
I wouldn't want to.
There it is.
Okay, so that's Burnett. I mean, this small town's okay as well. And the only reason why we had to go there was because, like I said, I had to go get another birth certificate. Fortunately, I was born in Texas, so my birth certificate is in Texas. So it was pretty easy to do. Mm-hmm. But, oh yeah, so is that the museum? Is that it? The one museum you want to go to? That's an airfield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I think the museum might be near it. So maybe one day we'll just take a little adventure over there and just check it all out one day.
Right.
Before it gets hot again.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, so far Fortnite Chapter 5 has been a nice revitalization of the series. And I do like the fact that there's variety and all these different things. You can earn XP and, you know, it goes towards the Battle Pass. So it makes earning the ranking of the Battle Pass a lot easier than just focusing on one specific thing or two.
Yeah. By the way, ever since that one Eminem Big Bang event, where are the Eminem songs on Festival?
I'm sure they'll add some.
Where are they?
They'll add some eventually, but I am surprised they didn't add them at the beginning.
Like at least one. At least give me Survival, you know, like or the one from the trailer, Lose Yourself for Godzilla.
Yeah.
Like at least give me one Eminem song.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, Fat, thanks for reminding me. I will have a balcony stream coming later tonight on my main channel. It'll start at 11:30 p.m. Central Time. I think that's 5:30 a.m. UK time. So it will be early in the morning for everybody in the UK. So just FYI. Anyways, let's move on to some other games real quickly. Discuss. Let's see, Overwatch 2, Clash of Clans.
Okay, let's go with Overporn.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to make this.
You're coming in too fast.
Yep, that's not happening.
Too hot.
Yeah, you're coming in too hot. Okay, so let's see how we're looking like. Okay, we're good. Okay, so basically, what was it? Overporn. Okay, Overporn has been so mid this season. It's been awful. It is not good. If you compare all the seasons, I would say this is the worst season so far.
Yeah.
The Battle Pass blows. Actually, no. There's only one good skin I like, and it's like the level 20. It's like the Junker Queen skin. I like that skin. Other than that, the rest of the skins I don't care about.
It's so expensive.
Yeah, the Battle Pass is like $10. It's like any other Battle Pass. Yeah. But then after that, you have what's it called? You have the modes. Mm-hmm. Very mid. I don't care about any of them. Mm-hmm. The meta right now, it's If so, it's just everybody's Umaga.
Yeah.
and it's basically a stalemate the whole game. So it's very eh.
Yeah.
And like the new Christmas event is such a sham.
Yeah.
Because like they want you to buy the $30 bundle, so you get the skin and the tickets. Because if you buy like the premium pass for the Christmas event, even with the premium pass, you cannot buy everything.
Yeah.
Which is horseshit. And it is so fucking dumb. Like, imagine saying, hey, buy the premium pass and you'll be able to get like all the things. Oh, can I get everything? No.
Activision Blizzard is the worst when it comes to this. Like from Overwatch to Diablo 4 to COD.
Yeah.
They're so fucking greedy. It's not even funny.
Yes, but hopefully with the whole Microsoft thing, it changes.
Hopefully
I
it
doubt
gets
it.
better. I mean, I hope. I mean, Kodak's gone. I don't know if he's going back to Epstein Island, but whatever. As long as he's gone, that's what matters.
But yeah, Overwatch, I don't know. I would say don't go for it this season. Especially if you have the battle pass, I guess finish it. But if you don't bother. Like, just wait until next season and hopefully it gets better. Because this season right now is the definition of, like, mid.
Yeah.
It's just not good. So, Overwatch, just avoid it for now.
So that's what you would tell Bounty?
I've been telling myself to play Overporn too, but I always play a better game, so I don't switch to it. Yeah, I would say avoid it until the season gets, like, really good. Like, last season was pretty good. And it definitely had, like, the mode, like, the LTM. Yeah. It was really fun. And, yeah, but, like, this season's just, this ain't it, Chief. It's basically the whole definition.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Fat's going to try out the other Holiday Call to Arms map. Well, have fun with that, Fat. Because it was funny because, like, we were going to maybe do one of the Holiday Call to Arms maps after the poker, but we decided not to. We said, nah, fuck it, we don't care.
Right.
Next is your Clash of Clans addiction. What?
Huh?
Huh?
Are you calling me out or something here?
No, I would never do that.
It's like Brie Larson. It's like a personal attack or something?
Yeah.
Anyways.
It's at the point where you should seriously, I know I've jokingly mentioned this, but you should seriously just have a separate channel dedicated to Clash of Clans.
I'm not addicted. You are. Anyways, yes, my Clash of Clans little addiction.
You have one of your new minions in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Bounty joined the clan. Yes. Good. And now I have actually one of the only friends that still play Clash of Clans.
Yeah.
Because everybody else in Clash of Clans that I have on my clan is a rando. And now I have Bounty, at least someone, and GB doesn't count.
No, Fat, we weren't bullying you. We were playing Red Dead Online with you like you've been wanting us to forever, okay? Like I don't get that. Yuji and I took the time for the holidays to play Red Dead Online with you, and you accuse us of bullying?
Why you bullying me?
Like, I don't get it. That's mean. That's fake news, Fat.
Fake news.
All right, so back to Clash.
Anyways, yeah, back to Clash. So Bounty got a new account, and he's going over everything.
And you looked at his map earlier while we were in bed.
Yeah, and I was like, what the hell is this?
I was just sitting there laughing.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, he's new to the game, Riley.
And then GB's also like saying this inspirational speech to the clan that where he doesn't even make a part of. Like he's just like there. It's like, yes, I contributed to the clan.
Yeah.
Because I take his account and I do all the work.
I don't know why, but sometimes I wish we actually recorded ourselves 24/7. Like especially with Hoarders, like we could have a fucking channel dedicated to reacting to Hoarders episodes.
Yeah.
And like this morning, I just sat there while drinking coffee, just having this speech like, "Yes, good job, clan. We did great. We worked together so hard to make this dream accomplished." And even though I don't do shit with the game, you just borrow my account.
Yeah, I don't. GB's not even taking. He just has it for me at that point. It's like, okay, I'm gonna take your Clash of Clans account. We'll be right back. All right. Yeah. Then I have my other 4 accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, I lead a good clan, okay? I have 40 plus people in there.
Yeah, you're such a great leader. That's gonna look great on a resume one day.
Hey, I also have a level 9 clan.
Yeah.
And we have won 3 wars in a row.
Why should you be CEO of this Fortune 500 company, Miss Riley?
Because I lead 40 people, okay?
Yeah. Oh well, that seems pretty solid. Like a successful Clash of Clans clan.
Hey, that should be an achievement. Like, hey, do you have a level 10 plus clan in like Clash of Clans? Yes. Wow, yeah. You're a leader.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very impressive.
Hey, it is impressive. Do you know what it is? Yeah. What it is like to handle like 40
people
fucks
around the water cooler? Oh wow. yeah, that's Riley. She's our new manager. Y'all hear that she like leads like 40 people in Clash of Clans to several dubs? Whoa, no way.
Hey, that's an achievement. That's an achievement.
UG, Clash of Clans? No.
Clash of Clans, yes, download it.
And then Red's like, oh yeah, Bounty got the new malware on his phone.
You guys are just mean. You guys should just download it and try it. It's free. Yeah. And they even give you a free battle pass. Like when you first start the game, they give you a free battle pass.
That's how they get you hooked. Like the first sample's free.
No, literally, they give you like a whole line to get to like Town Hall 8 like super quick.
Yeah.
You could literally just get to like Town Hall 8 in like a month.
That's how they hook you.
Yeah, but I mean, it depends if you want to buy money or not. Like the rest of the game is like free to
If you
play.
look at the store section, they have like a whole bunch of effects going on. Like it's literally like buy me, spend money.
Yeah, but the whole game is free to play because you know what they have at the end of every month?
What?
They have clan games.
Okay.
Which all you gotta do is grind like 4,000 points, and you get so much free shit. Like you literally get like over. Like, what is it? Like, if you put, like, everything, like, over $40 worth of value for free every month.
All right.
I'd rather hook my mother-in-law. Wow.
Dark Matter Wolf, what's up, Dark Matter Wolf?
Hey, Dark Matter Wolf.
Happy New Year to you and everyone else. While we do the December 2023 vlog live.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're coming in too hot. Well, that was a close one.
Yeah.
You nearly crashed into Fredericksburg.
Yep.
Let's see, Yuji. Yeah, I took time and lost brain cells playing Red Dead Online. Yeah, I know, right? Right, Yuji? You, me, Red, Kane. You know, we spent some time with Fat because he's been begging us forever to play some Red Dead Online again, and then he accuses us of bullying. I mean, wow.
Oh, you bullied me.
Yeah, just
that one meme.
Lack of appreciation or gratitude. I tell you what. And Bounty says, "Hey, I'm still arranging things." Oh, sure you are. Yeah.
Right, Bounty. Also, when you go build something, it brings you to the in-game server. It does that?
It does. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it might be free, and you could play the game without ever buying.
It didn't used to do that.
Well, surprise, surprise.
I guess they added it recently. I haven't been at low level in forever.
Look, I will say on one hand, yeah, I mean, there's 1,000 times worse so-called free-to-play games out there than Clash of Clans. Absolutely. But their goal is to try to make you spend money playing it. Like, you spent money on some hero skins, you spent money on...
Yeah, but all my shit is cosmetic.
I know it's not... You haven't focused... Like, there's the pay-to-win aspect, but then there's also the cosmetic.
There's no pay-to-win aspect.
Like, to boost your stuff up faster, that's pay-to-win.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, that is totally pay-to-win. Oh, you need more gems to boost up production of your buildings? Oh, just give us real money and we'll give you more gems. That is pay to win.
I guess, yeah, you're right.
So there.
Well, if you want to pay to win, I guess. Well, but it doesn't really get like really pay to win until you get like to like Town Hall 12 then.
Okay, well.
Like when you get like really high, you have to wait like weeks.
Well, like I said, there's obviously far worse out there. And yeah, you can theoretically play Clash of Clans without spending $1. But they're obviously making money.
Right.
They're making tons of money.
Just did it and it brought me to the special offers page. Yeah, just don't buy anything.
Yeah.
Like if you want to buy something, maybe like when you're like Town Hall 12 or 13, unless you want to buy skins.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, the only really thing I buy in Clash of Clans is cosmetic. I literally earn all my shit.
Yeah. Fat. Yeah, thank you, Fat, for forcing us to go back and Red Dead Online.
But yeah,
thanks.
I've been trying to, because I remember back in like 2021 when I first started playing, I quit Clash of Clans for like a few months, and then like, no, I quit before I moved in with GB.
Okay.
And then I came back and I started playing it, and I wanted to get GB to play it again, and he's like, nah.
Meh.
I don't wanna.
Yeah, I mean, it was all right. I mean, I played it for a little while, but then I just got tired of it. It's just the whole, like, waiting several days to, like upgrade something. It's just, I got tired of it.
Well, that's why they keep adding more stuff. Like, now you have the builder base and the clan capital.
It's just annoying.
And you have all these other things you could, spend your time with instead of the main base.
It ain't for me. But
wow.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
Because every single person I try playing it with, nobody wants to. Like, everybody in GB Party, nobody plays Clash of Clans. I said Bounty now. And I cannot... he's probably going to spend, like, at least 1 week on it. He's going to quit.
Yeah.
I'm already calling it. He's quitting.
Quitting what?
Clash of Clans.
I'm not going to go back into it.
No, not you. Bounty.
I don't know. Bounty usually dives into stuff, though. Like, he gets hardcore into it. I mean, look at Lego Fortnite. He went hardcore into that. But... anyways, Marcus, Gameloft used to be good, but now they make free-to-play with pay-to-play. Used to be, yeah. I mean, I miss game. Like I love old school games that you just drop 60, $70 for and that's it.
I think the only Gameloft game I used to play was a ball pool.
Yeah.
But then after that, I just kind of quit.
Yeah.
I didn't like it as much.
Yeah, but speaking of other games, I finished Spider-Man 2. I liked it. I really did.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man.
It didn't win Game of the Year, and neither did Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I think Baldur's Gate 3 did, which, yay. I mean, I didn't play it, but good for them.
Yeah.
But, you started Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man Uno.
Oh, yeah, Spider-Man Uno. That's right. You're still on Spider-Man Uno. So, will you be picking that back up in 2024?
I have no clue at the moment. It's just on it's on the side list. Because I'm just enjoying the other games so much now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm enjoying way too much Clash.
Yeah.
Sometimes I play more Clash on my PlayStation.
Oh, you do?
Sometimes. Because I just like it that much.
Okay.
And sometimes I just play a lot of Clash. I play a lot of Fortnite. And I'm playing a lot of other games like Overwatch 2. And probably some other games I don't remember at the top of my head. But yeah, I'm just not playing Spider-Man. I just don't care. Like, I cared a little bit, but then I stopped caring. And I just went to go play something else.
Yeah.
I get it did have me invested into it, but then I kind of lost a little bit of interest.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, it's basically beat up guys and just do the same shit over and over again.
Yeah.
I don't know. The story just didn't, like pull me in like some other ones, like Snoop Game.
Yeah. Yeah, Snoop Game. Let's talk quickly about Snoop Game. It's, I guess the context for anyone that's unfamiliar with Snoop Game.
Yeah, the context is basically Snoop Game is a parody of Goodbye Volcano High.
Which you did a video about.
Which I did a video about. It's called Goodbye Volcano High, the game I'm glad I did not stream. And I guess I'm going to make a future video, sequel, Snoop Game, the game I'm glad I did stream.
Yeah. It's a working title.
It's a working title. But basically, it's one of those things where the fan fiction is actually way better than the original.
Yeah.
It's just way better. Like, this game, like Snoop Game, does not have voice acting. And it does not have...
Well, it does have voice acting now.
It does because of us.
Yeah, because of part 2.
But it doesn't have original voice acting.
Well, no. It's just real.
And it doesn't have like full animations like it does have some animations, but it
well, just small amounts of animation here and there.
Yeah, but it's not like Goodbye Volcano High where it's just like a whole movie kind of type of deal. Yeah, and I would say it's just the writing.
Yeah.
It's like this is like let's just say this is like 10th Doctor writing versus like Chip No era writing.
Yeah.
It's just way better. Like Snoop Game's writing, it feels more real.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna make a video about this. I'm gonna probably repeat myself. So just to tell you guys from like a little bit, it feels a little bit more real. It feels like this is how people would actually act.
Yeah.
And be like against like other people, and the one in Goodbye Volcano High, it just felt like so fake. I mean, some of the drama either felt like also like very unnecessary and very boring.
Yeah.
There are some parts of Volcano High where they didn't have to show it, but like there were so many parts also as well where it was just like completely filler, where it just nothing got accomplished. Like the whole Dungeons and Dragons section, L&L.
Yeah.
Like that was like a whole hour of nothing. Like you literally the entire characters play the game and you learn nothing about them. Like you just don't care. Like that could have been used to like flesh out some other characters or something. And that's it. Like besides the music, which Goodbye Volcano High nailed. I love the music in that game. But besides that, like the rest of the game kind of blows. And there's only one ending in a make your choice game. So again, be an asshole, be friendly. The game remains the same. Who cares?
It doesn't even constitute being a make your choice game because you have to have some endings in order to make your choice feel like you actually made some sort of choice.
And the game is overpriced as hell. It's like $30.
Yeah, $30. Screw that.
I would say definitely pick it up on sale or just watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because either friendly or asshole, the game still ends the same way, so you're not really missing out on anything. Maybe a scene or two, but whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just the characters were so bland. They definitely could have used a lot more screen time, a lot more development. And apparently I heard that the whole game got narratively rebooted, like mid-through development.
That's not good.
So yeah, it was like a normal script, and then it got like rebooted completely, mid life cycle.
Yeah.
So I've apparently found that out, and that's not good.
Yeah.
It turned out to be a whole mess, and I also said basically I forgot the name of the numbers dude on the live chat.
Yeah.
But basically he said that it could have worked as a comic, which it could have. I would have read it, or it would have worked as a show.
It needed better writing, like. But Snoot Game, I would say Snoot Game definitely, like you said, it's the fanfic that's better
than the original.
Yeah,
there's a few out there where fanfics is better than the original content.
Yeah, that guy Bounty.
That guy. Yeah.
But at first, I'll admit, like, I would say maybe like the first few minutes or hour of part 1, when I was just watching and monitoring, was boring. I was like, oh god, this is so boring. But then somewhere along the way, it became interesting.
So what made it interesting?
I don't know. I guess as the characters started interacting more with each other.
So character development.
Yeah, because the first part of the game is just a lot of reading.
It's just Anon.
It's just a lot of Anon, and Anon by himself, is kind of interesting, but it's better when you have these other characters to interact with. So the character development is good, and it's a lot more believable, especially when it comes to teenagers.
Yeah. But it just...
Yeah, it's just it's a viewer on Riley's channel, UG, that is obviously a Snoot Game fan.
Yeah. But, like, the game is really good. The writing's good. The character development's good. It feels more real, more deep.
Yeah.
And... sounds like a prison number.
Maybe that's what they were going for.
Maybe. But, yeah, the game's really good. For a free-to-play game, like, you could literally just go snootgame.exe, go download it, and go play it.
That's
like, you could literally just go search it up. Just go, like, on Google, Snoot Game download.
It's not going to be for everybody, but...
But if you want to experience it, it doesn't cost anything. Just go Snoot Game download, go to EXE, go download it, go play it.
Yeah.
Just like that. It's not like a $30.
Plus, it actually does eventually start giving you options and choices that do matter.
Yeah. But
and there's several endings, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. And also, because of this, I do want to get to, like, stream one day Honey Pop.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Another guilty pleasure that she talks about on occasion.
Yeah, I'm gonna play Honey Pop on
your channel's gonna get banned.
On Twitch or Pornhub, one or the other.
Yeah, sacrifice it. Create a Twitch account just to sacrifice it for Honey Pop, okay?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have your YouTube channel destroyed because of Honey Pop.
Yeah, no. Even though you could like censor the pictures, but I don't think girl moaning.
That would take a lot of effort. I think what Markiplier.
He started putting like Mario sound effects, like yahoo, like whenever the girl started moaning.
It's just too much effort to try to get around like the TOS.
No, please, no.
Yeah,
no, I'm doing it.
I agree with Bounty. No, don't do it.
I'm doing it.
Don't do it.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know what? If I do it, I know Bounty's gonna watch it. You know why?
Why?
Curiosity.
Don't watch it. It's not.
Fine.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do know.
No.
Yeah, you do.
I think it's a bad idea.
No, it's a beautiful idea.
But anyways, but Snoot Game, it's okay. I mean,
it grew on GB.
We had a little fun last night.
Like another thing that I think would have helped kill the boredom yesterday was the voice acting if you started from part 1.
Yeah.
But you didn't know about it. We didn't know what we were getting into, so.
Yeah, and it was, admittedly Bounty's idea, so thanks, Bounty.
Hey, to be fair, your voice acting actually does make the whole thing more interesting. Because it does add more personality, because it's just some random lines, right? But if somebody reads it and you think like a voice inside your head, then
I'm just butchering it. Like, I'm doing my best, but...
It's better than nothing.
I know.
Like, it's better than me randomly reading it like every other character. Every character sounds the same.
Yeah, Yuji, you're better off not watching Honey Pop.
What?
Trust me.
Oh, my God.
Don't do it. But, I mean, I'll admit, part of me has always kind of wanted to dabble in voice work because I did come from radio.
There you go. See?
I just never got into it because I think it's really hard to get into voice acting and whatnot. But, it's fun, but you're doing it on the fly. You're doing it live, so you're not... like whenever I make a video, right, and I screw up, I can just keep reading, right? Like I'm talking about something, I screw it up, I edit it out. That way you don't hear the screw up. It sounds like I did it start to finish, but thanks to, editing magic, I'm able to do that. But when you're live and you screw up, and...
Right. But that's the thing. Like, if we ever decide to do like a Snoot Game narration, and we say the lines a million times, we'll, like, memorize it.
Yeah.
And kind of go into, like... Snoot Game narration. Here you go.
Well, that's the thing. Like, if it was recorded, then I could record the lines.
Yeah.
And just take the take that I got right and use that instead.
Exactly.
But when you're doing it live, the pressure is on. It's more fun that way. because you're on the spot. And yeah, the screw ups also make people laugh whenever I butcher something, or whenever I'm attempting to try to come up with a different voice for Fang, or for Principal Spears, or for Reed, or for like some of the other characters. You know, I'm trying to keep the voice consistent, but I'm just messing it up horribly.
Yeah.
But
that's because you're live.
Yeah.
But see, like I wonder how many views that would get if we did like a whole Snoop Game narration.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people seem to be like watching it. So if we make a Snoop Game narration, like, and we make the whole story like us, like voice acting.
Yeah, maybe we'll draft some of our friends into characters, so I don't have to do all the roles.
Exactly. You can do.
I would rather someone else be Fang than me.
Oh come on, you do Fang well. Should I just be Fang?
I don't know. I mean, I think you're fine as a non, but anyways. So yeah, Snoop Game, you know, it's better than I thought, you know. But so let's see. Marcus had a few things to say. Remember those GTA clones? Yeah, there was quite a few of them, and they were all trash. Yeah, they were all awful. I remember that. Yeah, microtransactions are the devil. So yeah, I wonder if you have any views that listen to you on the radio back. Oh yeah, I had views. You know, I had some people listening, but I mean, I was one of several DJs, and like I started off doing weekend overnights in the first station I worked at, and then eventually in another market I ended up doing nights and middays. But that was a long time ago. Long ass time ago. Mm-hmm. Bounty says, I like GB as the edgy teen voice actor. Oh, God.
You do a good, voice Fang actor. Fang actor.
It's the hardest one to do, you know?
Like, oh my God.
Because I'm trying to nail it, but I feel like I'm not doing as good of a job.
Sometimes I did notice you went into like a Valley Girl Principal Spears type hybrid.
I did?
Yeah, or Reed. Like whenever Reed and Fang were in the same room and you went between the two, like sometimes the voice would combine.
Yeah.
I did notice that a few times.
Well, I mean, they would probably have a similar accent because they're from the same area. But obviously it wouldn't sound exactly the same. But you know certain regions of the U.S., people have similar accents. And the same thing can be said about, for one thing I've learned is like, different Spanish countries like Puerto Rico or Mexico or Colombia or Spain, you can tell where most people are from based off their accent, whether it's English, Spanish, etc. Right? Mm-hmm. It's the same thing, you know. Like it's not far reaching to assume that Reed and Fang would have a similar sounding voice, even if Reed was male. And Fang is they, them, But they sound different, but there's also a similarity. Mm-hmm. See, Yuji says, I give you an 8 out of 10. Hey, I'll take it, Yuji.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Thank you, Yuji. I appreciate that. So, yeah, I mean...
Snoop Game's fun, though. I don't know why. It's like reading... Because, see, this is what I want when I come to read stuff.
Okay.
I want, like, good lines, but at the same time, I want pictures. Yeah. Because if you just have, like, a random book and there's no pictures, I get so fucking bored. My imagination goes to zero. Yeah. It's not like GB where you can, imagine it and everything. No, I need pictures to get something to get going. So that's why I like it, because it's a visual novel.
Yeah, and it's well written, and it has to be well written. You have to actually get invested into the characters.
And that's something that this game actually does really well, more than Volcano High. Absolutely. I care about every single character. Yeah. Well, because in Goodbye Volcano High, I only cared about Fang and Nasser. Yeah. I did not care about anybody else. Yeah. And that's it. It's just bad. It's just like the game basically has barely any screen time for the other characters. Yeah. Maybe except Trish and Reed. Maybe. Other than that, like nobody gets like at least like 10 minutes of screen time combined.
Let's see. Fat. Can you tell where I'm from based on my accent? Well, I can like I've noticed, Fat. Obviously, English is not your primary language. That's a given. But I think I talked about this last night. Was that there is an Asian speaking teacher in Snoop Game, and you can tell that it's a voice I would not want to mimic because it does kind of come across as offensive. Mm-hmm. Because like with Fat, you can tell he's British because there's some British accents there, but there's also obviously he's not originally from the UK. But he's doing his best. His primary language is Mandarin. but it's a broken English, and but I can tell because of the fact that there's things he says that obviously somebody who's British would say. So yeah, but not 100%. But yeah, I mean, accents are very interesting. They are.
Right. So from 1 to
10, it's like whenever I attempt to speak Spanish, you can tell that I'm just it's broken Spanish.
Yeah.
Similar to Fat speaking broken English, but he's a lot more fluent.
Yeah.
Than he used to be. So I give Fat that.
Yeah, it's funny when you do your acting or your Spanish accent.
So yeah, I can tell that the Fat is from Asia. From obviously we know he's from Hong Kong, China. But he's spent most of his life in the UK, so it's 50-50 on that. But I think Fat's a lot more fluent than people even living in the US. There's people in the US I don't even understand.
Wow.
And they only speak one language.
Yeah.
Marcus, I've never been to Aldi, so I couldn't tell you. I guess I'd prefer Aldi over Walmart because I hate Walmart. I avoid Walmart like the plague. And what kind of airfield is this? Down in a basin? What? Like what? What is? There's an airfield like this actually. Where is this? Is this still Texas or is this Mexico?
This is Texas.
We're still in Texas. Like, why is this airstrip down here in like a bowl? That's crazy. There's actually an airstrip like this. That's amazing.
Pull up.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I want to try to do it.
All right, we'll just keep trying.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I think we have a grocery store we like going to here called H-E-B. It's a popular chain in Texas, and they're really good. So you also can't read about losing interest in like 0.5 seconds. So you have a problem with reading, Bounty. Like, Bounty, I used to be like a book junkie. Like, when I was younger, I could not stop reading books. When I was your age, Bounty, I loved reading books.
I don't know how you do
it. It became a problem. It got to the point where I had to quit reading books because I would not pay attention in class. I'd be reading a book. Or instead of studying, I'd be laying on a couch reading a book, or laying in bed reading a book, or sitting in a chair reading a book. I just can't do it because I'm a book junkie. I'm not even joking. Let's see. Fat says I speak Cantonese, Mandarin. Yeah. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive. You speak 3 languages. That's 2 more than I speak. So that's good. Marcus says I bought a laptop from Walmart, refunded it. Yeah, I avoid Walmart like the plague. And I'm glad I don't have to go to Walmart. It's been years since I've been to a Walmart. No, thank you. Bounty says there's a dude that makes YouTube shorts. He tries landing on ridiculous airships. Yeah, there's definitely some very interesting strips to land in. And this is one of them. At first you're like, no way. No one actually put an airstrip down there. But this is based off the real... Oh, fuck. You lost altitude. Okay. I guess now's a good time to switch aircraft if you want.
I forgot which one it was.
Because we're actually going to segue now to the third act.
Yep.
20. Well, this is actually the second act. Damn it. We are just taking our sweet time today, but that's kind of fun.
Well, it's a live stream.
Yeah. Okay, so Act 2, I guess. 2023 highlights, lowlights. Feel free to include your highlights and lowlights of 2023 in the live chat for those of you watching live. Thank you very much.
So where should we go?
Where do you want to go? Do you want to stay in Texas or you want to go to You want to go to Montana? You want to go to Alaska?
Let's go to Alaska.
Up in Alaska.
I always like going up here.
Yeah. I always sing that song because that was one of the songs my granny and papa used to listen to from like the 40s. Like they used to listen to tons of 40s songs back when Granny was still alive. Yeah, I don't think Walmart has customer service. Like I said, I avoid Walmart like the plague. No, I guess if we lived somewhere where all we had was a Walmart, we'd go. But fortunately, we have other options.
Yeah, in PR you only have Walmart for a big one. I guess you have Costco, but they only have 3 of them over there.
Yeah, I hear good things about Costco, but we have a Costco here, but it's so far away from where we live.
Yeah, it's half an hour. Mm-hmm. But yeah, is there any other games we've been playing or?
We're moving on to highlights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have to move on. We're
falling behind.
Yeah, well, it's fine. We can chill for as long as we want, but we do appreciate y'all being here.
Okay.
But let's see, recent trip to Ice Statue event was great. Posted pics about it. Oh yeah, I think we saw that. That did look pretty cool, Bounty. All right, so you stayed in I thought you were going to switch aircraft.
No.
Okay, you're just going to stay in the Hornet?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I think they're waiting for you to take off. Could you please get your fighter jet?
I will. Here? Give me a second.
Like I have like several hundred people wanting to get off and go home or go wherever they're going. I see. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's a 747. But anyways, all right. So highlights, lowlights. We'll start in March. March 2023. We went to the air show in Barksdale.
Yep.
That was the second air show we attended, and second time I got badly sunburned. So yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I think I got sunburned as well, but it was, even with my umbrella, it was just so warm.
Yeah. But I mean, I would say between the two air shows, because we went to the one in 2021.
Yeah.
And that was like a month after you came to visit, and then you never left.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never left because I liked it here.
Well, that was in Louisiana, but... So the 2021 air show, by the way, both air shows we made videos of on Riley's channel. I think some of you know that. Mm-hmm. But that show was in May, so it was hotter in May. And it was the Thunderbirds that was the main event in the 2021 air show. The main event in the 2023 air show, which was in March, which was much more agreeable weather, even though I, once again, still got sunburned, was the Blue Angels, which is why we've been using a Blue Angel F-18.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, that was fun. So, any thoughts about the air show real quick?
Yeah, I prefer the 2023 version.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that was after the lockdown was lifted, because in 2021, we had to stay by the truck at all times, unless we had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
2023, you actually got to walk around. There was vendors and stuff, and we bought you like a wood...
A10.
Yeah, we bought a couple of shirts.
Oh, I got an F-35 shirt.
Yeah, an F-35 shirt. I bought a shirt, a Blue Angel shirt.
And you also got a Blue Angels fighter jet.
Yeah, basically the number 3 fighter jet. So,
yeah.
Yeah, and I gave that to you for your collection.
Yeah, it sounds serious if you ever want it.
Yeah, that's fine. But it was fun. There was a ton of people there.
Ton of people.
Hundreds of thousands of people that day.
Yeah.
And fortunately, we went the first day, and it got so packed that they actually had to tell people, they had to turn people around.
Yeah.
So we got there right before the cutoff, which was good. And we walked down the entire strip of the runway with all the B-52s, and the B-52s are massive. Mm-hmm. And then we saw the Clydesdales. All right, let's keep reading. See, the best thing for the Bear in 2023 was return to UK, get a full-time job, and you have a crush. Well, that's good, Fat. Usually says only problem this year is dealing with depression. Yeah, depression sucks. I've had plenty of times where I've dealt with depression. It's just an ongoing issue, but hopefully it'll get better for you, UG. Bounty says my most recent flight was great. I had to wear glasses. Yeah, I mean, when you start flight school, we'll talk about that in a little bit. You may have to get some aviator sunglasses that are prescription. There's not going to be an air show in 2024, Marcus. The next air show at Barksdale will be 2025. I don't know if we'll go to that one. And I think the Thunderbirds will be headlining that show in 2025. But, the air show in 2023 was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Next was, the big event. Because, like right after the air show, we were already starting to pack. But we got the packing into high gear because we were officially moving. I bought this house in Texas at the beginning of the year in 2022. I gave the previous owners a couple months to move out because they were divorcing. And April, we came in with the first week of April, to check out the place. Mm-hmm. And then we took a couple trips, because I had to bring you here with the dog.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah. And then I went back and I finished packing. It was it was Friday all the way up till
Tuesday or something.
Tuesday, yeah, me packing. I was packing like crazy. And we threw away a lot of stuff, because I was a clutter. I was a clutterer, not a hoarder. I know that's debatable.
If you had to put it in hoarder words, it would be like level 1.
I was underneath. I was almost a hoarder, but I ended up throwing a lot of stuff away.
Yeah, Turning like, yeah, you were a hoarder.
Turning, you're spreading fake news, lies. But... yeah, so anyways, a lot of packing I had to do, leading up from April to May before the big move. And then we got everything that we decided to keep, moved down here to the new house in Texas. Everything else I had donated or thrown away. And we had the big move to Texas, and so far it's been good for the most part, except for the hot, brutal summer that sucked. Mm-hmm. We got here at maybe like the tail end of spring, so we got to enjoy a little bit of spring in Hill Country before it became miserable. So yeah, that was the big to do. So you never get depression. That actually surprises me, Fat, because you've had a lot of bad things happen in your life, you know. So
yeah.
But I mean, depression hits most of us just to various degrees, you know. But yeah. See, the Blue Angel model you bought also had number 3 on it. Yeah, 3's always been my favorite number. So 3 or 13 or anything with a 3 on it, like 33, 43, etc. But yes, Marcus, I was about to get to that. So yeah, there's obviously highlights, lowlights of 2023. That was some of the highlights so far. The air show, moving to Texas. Lowlights include a few deaths, and my oldest cat, Jadis. She was 16 years old. Before we even moved here, she was starting to have health issues. She was bathrooming on the floor. I took her to the vet. So it was obvious she was having a decline in health.
Yeah.
And sadly, she did pass away, 6 months ago? I think it's been 6 months since she passed away.
Yeah. It also didn't help that she had a little accident before.
Yeah,
she went in the new house.
Yeah, because this house is 2 stories, and we've been keeping the cats on the 2nd floor, and I have a gate that's supposed to keep them from. Well, Turtling still finds a way to get around the gate without falling for some reason. By some miracle, Turtling hasn't fallen yet either.
Yeah. But
Jadis did fall because she was trying to slip through the gate, like the fencing, I guess, on the stairwell.
Yeah.
And she accidentally fell. But I don't know if that was what escalated her health issues, but she started losing a lot of weight. And she may have already been on decline.
Yeah.
But, sadly.
But you definitely did feel bad about that.
I felt terrible about it. But, it is what it is. But she did pass away like a month later, I think. So it may have just been, she may have been on her way out anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I had her for 16 years. She was a great cat. And, we both actually cried when we were.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Like when we were at the vet's office and they were putting her down.
Yeah.
And, I have her ashes here. I have a painting of hers that the place I went for the painting, like they drew the outline of the painting. I did the painting part. It was a different event from years ago a fundraising event.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah, it was a sad loss for me personally because Jadis meant a lot to me.
Yeah, and I only knew her for like 2 years, and she did piss me off a lot, but I still felt bad for her.
Yeah, well, I mean, she was obviously set in her ways, and she felt like she was basically the queen. When you showed up, she just she was just used to things being a certain way, and you didn't like certain things. But in the end, she meant a lot to me. And I think poor Turting here has been affected also by her passing.
Yeah. Especially the first time.
Because when I adopted him like a month after my older cat, Bandit, died in 2012.
Yeah.
And so Jadis was like a mother to him, like her big sister to him, or whatever their dynamic was.
Yeah. But Turting also did have a part in 2023 where you took Jadis to the vet for a quick minute, and Turting got like aggressive.
Yeah, back when we were still in Louisiana, when I took Jadis to the vet, and we were only at the vet for maybe like 2 hours, but maybe it was just the smells and scents at the vet's office. And when I brought Jadis back, Turting just became very aggressive towards Jadis, and it got so bad we had to put Turting like for a couple weeks in the guest room.
Yeah. He
eventually calmed down, but it got to the point where I was about ready to get rid of Turting over it because I was not going to allow him to. That was my fear, is that one day, because he's bigger than her. I mean, she was older, she was 16, and he's 11, and he's a big boy, he's got a few pounds on him.
Yeah.
But for the longest time, like Jadis was the dominant one, but something shifted after she came back from the vet, and he became very aggressive to her, and he would hiss at her, he would growl at her.
Yeah, try to hit her like.
Yeah, and I had no choice. I had to separate them.
Yeah.
And I was even tempted to get rid of him. I didn't want to, but he was pissing me off. But fortunately, a little solitary confinement calmed him down. And the good news is, like, whenever I was taking Jadis to the new vet, I also took him to the new vet when we moved to Texas. and he wasn't aggressive to it at all. So that attitude changed. In fact, I do believe that cats are sentient to some degree, maybe not to the same level we are. But I think he realized that there was something wrong with Jadis, and I think in their final weeks, he was very, very
calm.
Yeah, very calm and compassionate. It's very similar to how Jadis was in Bandit's final weeks before he died. Mm-hmm. Like she was always very supportive of Bandit too, because she was like a little sister or a daughter to him. Mm-hmm. So it was nice to see that cycle, but still a sad passing. That's something we have to all experience as pet parents. Eventually, their lifespan just isn't as long as ours, whether you have a cat or a dog. Mm-hmm. But a few other sad, tragic losses. I experienced. My oldest aunt, my dad's oldest sister, she passed away. And, that was sad because I liked my oldest aunt. I have several other aunts and uncles, but, that sucked. But she had health issues. I think she was in her 70s. She was overweight. But, it's unfortunate. That's just the way it goes. But she was an amazing aunt. Mm-hmm. And so I know a lot of her brothers and sisters are still alive, obviously mourned her passing because she was kind of like, after Grandma died in 2020, she kind of became the new matriarch, right, of the family.
Right.
But now she's gone too. But then, of course, I had a big loss in October. My papaw died at the age of 96. And my papaw meant the world to me, My life that I have right now is because of my papaw. If it wasn't for my papaw, I wouldn't have the life that I have because he literally had a rags to riches story, He grew up in poverty. He was an orphan. He served in World War II as a flyboy. He actually flew planes in World War II in the Army Air Corps. He went on to college. Actually, went to college here in Austin, Texas. And eventually, he ended up having his own successful business, Mm-hmm. He lived to the age of 96, and yeah, he definitely lived the American dream. You're right about that, Marcus. But I wasn't as sad about his passing because he lived his life. He lived a life. My granny, his first wife, passed away back in 2003. At the time, I was in radio, and that was sad. But he remarried, and he got to spend like about 20 years with his second wife. So he was able to start over, and have a final act of his life, and it's hard, Mm-hmm. But I mean, he lived a good life. He made it to 96. I regret not being able to spend more time with him in his final years. I wish I could have made it over to, his house in Mississippi, but I just wasn't able to, But I did always try to, send him a birthday card or a Father's Day card, and I did send him a birthday card. He had his birthday, and then a few days later, he was gone. And hopefully, he got to read my birthday card I sent him because I left some like a paragraph of some stuff in there, some words that I felt like needed to be said. Mm-hmm. I even tried to call him, but it got to the point where I guess he just wasn't answering his phone anymore. But it is what it is. But so that was a sad loss. But he also had a great life. So it's just the way it is.
Right.
I hope that I get to be 96 years old. I hope I make it that far. I think most of us that's an accomplishment. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess it's more of a celebration of life. When it comes to my papaw's passing. But he meant the world to me. But I honor his memory. I go on learning a lot of stuff I learned from my papaw, and I carry it with me.
Yeah.
So I'll always be grateful for my papaw. We also went to the San Antonio Zoo because your grandma G Factor.
Oh yeah, my family came here to Texas in what was it?
September
to
late
October.
September. Yeah, because then you went to PR. Yeah.
Which was the down part of my life in this year.
Yeah, so we can talk about that.
So yeah, in September, basically my family, aka my uncle and G Factor, which is my grandmother, basically they came over here to spend time with me because ever since I moved to the U.S., basically every single time I would have to go over there to PR to go see them. And they came to visit me finally because I wanted them to come over here. And it was very last minute because of something else that came in real life that I had to do, some personal issues and stuff I had to solve in PR. And basically after that, we went to the San Antonio Zoo, spent some time together, hanging out with GB and my family, showed them around. That's also another thing. My family, or part of my family, finally met GB after I left, because they never met him before, like in real life in person. So they finally met him, which was surprising. I definitely went way better than I thought it was going to go. And GB, how you feel about that?
Well, I enjoyed meeting G Factor,
Yeah, after a while, you finally see G Factor.
Yeah, we got along pretty good, even though she doesn't speak much English. You had to be the translator.
Oh yeah, I was playing Google Translate for 4 days.
Yeah.
But yeah, and my uncle, what do you think about him?
I think your uncle's pretty cool. He's obsessed with sports. He loves sports. He's a lot more fluent than your grandma, and we were able to actually have some interesting conversations about the situation in Puerto Rico on our way back from the zoo.
Yeah, they don't think too highly of it.
Yeah.
And neither do I.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's sad though. It's sad to see that, 'Cause,
yeah.
I mean, from what I've seen in videos and photos, Puerto Rico is beautiful. And I do think it deserves to be a state, but it just seems like the people of Puerto Rico have kind of given up.
It's very 50-50.
Yeah.
But yeah, then after that, I went to PR, and that's where the downhill part came into play.
Yeah.
After I left Texas, it went downhill from there.
For both of us, because we were separated.
For both of us.
And so what happened to you while you were
Okay,
in PR?
so I'm just gonna say it. I had to do basically stuff with bank.
Yeah, you had to close a bank account.
Yeah, because I called them, and basically they told me, hey, you have to come over here. You have to do it physically, because like you just had to, basically. And then I told them, like, couldn't I send like somebody to close the account for me, or like through the mail or anything, just close it down.
Well,
and then they told me, no, you have to come over here. So I have to go all the way from Texas, all the way to Puerto Rico, and close the account myself.
Yeah.
I go to PR. I have to wait 2 to 3 hours because their system was down.
Yeah.
And then I sit down, and they told me, you could have done it through mail.
Yeah.
You could have done it through mail.
Yeah.
And I didn't talk to one person. I talked to 2 people. One from the actual branch, inside the branch. And,
this was over the phone a few weeks ago.
And it was over the phone,
a month earlier or something.
And the other one was actual customer support. And they both told me that I had to be there physically. So I had to take an 8-hour flight to PR.
Yeah.
And, just basically solve that. And that was like last minute.
Yeah. I mean, there's a good thing and bad thing about that. The good thing is, like, you flew back with G Factor, and your uncle, so I was able to get you a seat by their seats, like right beside their seats.
Yeah.
So you weren't flying back alone.
I guess.
So that was like the only if there's a positive, that's it. The negative also goes into the fact the flight itself, which led to something else happen after you finish the bank part.
Yeah, after I finished the bank part, I was first off, I was fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Number one, because it basically made the entire trip pointless.
Yeah.
Because, and also the whole, cost of the flight itself.
Yeah.
That doesn't help either.
Yeah.
So I was like making jokingly, like, hey, are you going to pay for my flight then? And they said no.
Yeah, which is bullshit, because they basically lied to you, because we try to resolve it online. We try to resolve it over the phone. And then they just tell you at the bank, like, oh, you could have done it by mail. Like,
you could have done it by mail. So basically making my entire trip pointless. I didn't have to go to PR, which I already kind of dread going to PR. I hate going down there.
Yeah.
Just, it's not because of, it's mostly because of personal issues.
Yeah, there is a personal issue she has with her family members that we're not going to get into, but
yeah,
it has been a problem for her over the past several years. And
yeah, it's not fun. But anyway, besides that, after the whole, there was another thing. I guess I went to a few restaurants in PR, which I do like,
one
which
more
are not
positive.
Yeah, one more positive. There's a few restaurants in PR to go to try again, because obviously they don't exist in the U.S. And then we get to like the negative part. So after the bank, after I eat, it goes the next day. I get fucking sick. Mm-hmm. And I get sick bad. I start throwing up everywhere. I start waking up at 4 a.m, just sweating all over the place. Even I'm sleeping with AC on, by the way. Yeah. So the room is like really cold, and I'm here sweating.
Yeah.
And I just start throwing up, staying awake till like 4 a.m, just because I couldn't sleep. And then I spent the whole day all sick, all tired. Then there was a time where I slept on the couch because I was basically trying to sleep next to the bathroom just in case I have to stand up and throw up.
Yeah. And I think we both theorized why you got sick.
Why?
The flight itself.
Oh, yeah. And we kind of theorized that because the flight itself, there were a lot of people in the second flight, not the first flight, but the second flight on the way to PR. There were a bunch of people like sneezing and coughing on the plane.
Yep.
It was terrible. And
in that small environment, like if somebody was sick or a few people were sick, it would split. It would spread like crazy.
Yeah, there were a bunch of people. But it's weird because G Factor and my uncle did not get sick. Only I got sick.
Yeah.
Making the situation like, really? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then after that, also I called my cousin that one time. Yeah, let's see each other. We never did.
Yeah.
He never called me back. And I was the one who had to call, by the way.
Yeah.
And at that point, when he didn't call, I just straight up gave up. I haven't called him ever since, or texted him.
Yeah.
I just kind of threw him away, basically.
Well, I mean, you tried. You spent so much time trying to get in contact with him to at least keep in touch. And he has his own life. That's one thing. But you could, take a minute or two to reach back to your cousin, who you two were close at one point.
Yeah, and he just doesn't. Every single time, I'm always the one to reach out. He never does it.
Well, it's sad. I mean, that happens. People that were once close drift apart. That's just reality.
Yeah. But then basically after that, I got sick, and then I kept trying to do as much stuff as I could. Like, is there anything else I have to solve and close accounts and, dealing with personal stuff. And then at the very end, basically the entire trip was a shit show, and I hated every single part of it until the very end. The last weekend, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah.
Like, on Friday, I think... What happened? What was on Friday? I think I just got with my mom, and we ate pizza, and we hanged out.
We went to the beach.
And we went to the beach. Yeah, we went to the beach.
Yeah.
And that was actually very, very fun. Because we went to Rincon.
Yeah.
On Saturday, I hanged out. I think Saturday was actually the part where we went to Rincon. I think Friday was just hanging out with my mom. That's it.
Okay.
Saturday we went to Rincon with my whole family, and it was actually pretty fun. On Sunday, it was hanging out with my dad.
Okay.
And we went bowling, and I saw his whole family, which is like my aunt and my grandmother from my father's side. Well, from my stepfather's side. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And basically, it was fun. We had a bunch of bowling, and I lost by 1 point.
Oof.
115, I got 114.
We also went bowling on your birthday before you left. So.
Oh, yeah.
And you didn't do so well then either, and you got really, really competitive.
I got pissed in
I
think it was my birthday, yeah, like one day after my birthday.
Yeah.
Or in my birthday itself. And I got pissed because I don't know why it is in me, but I just get so competitive.
You do.
I have a very, very competitive nature, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a sore loser. I really am.
Yeah.
I am a sore loser. I like winning. If there's something to win, I want to win it. I guess that's why I'm so competitive.
You're like Lamar.
Yeah. If there's something to win, I want to win it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winner.
I want to say winner. Yeah, that's what I want. And then it's like, what about next month? No, fuck next month. What about today?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, I love winning. That's just my thing. So I just feel good about myself. I guess that's why I feel so good when I beat you being Monopoly.
Yeah, good for you.
Good for you.
Marcus, I was never close to my cousins. The only time I talked on the phone was because my grandmother kind of forced us. Yeah, I get that. There's cousins I'm closer to than there's other cousins that are basically just strangers to me. Yeah, same blood but different interests. Yeah, that seems to happen in a lot of families. That's just the way it is.
Right. But yeah, then after that, after the Monday week, I came back home and I was so fucking happy because I could not stand being in PR.
But while you were gone, I also had a low point.
GB had a little low point too.
Yeah, so I was sitting here in the office, right, working, and the cat was meowing like he does, wanting attention. I reached down to pet him, and boom, something happened to my back. It snapped or popped or whatever, and I was in terrible pain. I literally had to, it took me forever, but literally I had to crawl from my office on the second floor to the stairwell, which took a quick minute, especially with the cat meowing around me, obviously concerned about me. And I had to find a way to get downstairs before I could even call somebody for help.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, one of my brother-in-laws has experience with back issues, so he was able to come over about an hour later, but I was in such terrible pain. And I managed to hobble to the front door, unlock it, then get a hold of my sisters, and then one of my sisters, got a hold of her husband, and he was fortunately just working on a project, so he was able to come over in about an hour. But then I hobbled over to the couch, and I just laid there in dire pain. And that weekend was me. I spent most of the weekend on the couch.
You and me both.
Yeah, so it was not a good time for either one of us.
Yeah, GB had back issues, and I have throwing up issues and sweating issues and everything. Yeah. So I was sick, and GB was in absolute pain.
Yeah, and I don't, honestly, I mean, that's another reason why I need to lose weight. I've got to get back in shape because I fear that eventually it's going to happen again. Mm-hmm. So the best way to combat that is lose weight, get back in shape. But that was horrible. Marcus says, my dad was those moments, though, back issue, really brutal on him. He told me it's something that we have to deal with in our 40s. Well, thanks. I've got more of that to look forward to. I think that I will negate it if I get back in shape and lose weight.
Yep, so you got to get to work.
Got to lose the spare tire.
Yeah. But, yeah, let's just say October
the first part of October definitely sucked. It got a little bit better.
It only got better when we got together.
Yeah, it got better whenever I was still... Let's see, Yuji says, I've had back problems. Yeah, the back problems are the worst because you don't know, like, how bad it is. You don't know if you're paralyzed because I was screaming in pain. Like, when my back popped or whatever happened to it, I was sitting in the chair you're sitting in, screaming in literal pain.
And the worst part is, like I said, I was in PR.
Yeah, you weren't here.
So I couldn't help him.
Yeah.
He was just screaming in pain all alone.
Yeah.
So he had to call someone else. It's not like, Riley, help.
And I knew I couldn't call anybody until I got downstairs to unlock the door because you couldn't get inside without busting the door down. I didn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the time, I was forcing myself to crawl. And it took me a quick minute to finally give myself the mental energy because I knew every move I made was, the pain was just there, throbbing, hitting me in the back. Mm-hmm. And it was a scary thought because you don't know what exactly just happened to you. Like, did I just find myself paralyzed where I would never walk again? Is it something internal? Am I dying or what? You know, you have all these thoughts, you know. Fortunately, I'm able to still walk. And it took me days to be able to start walking normal again. And be able to, because I would have to literally force myself off the couch to use the bathroom. And I would hobble to the bathroom. And every time I tried to sit on the toilet, it was just the pain would be going back in, you know, like, but I knew I had to bathroom, you know. Mm-hmm. But, you know, after that weekend, you know, it started getting a little bit better. And by the time you got back, you know, I wasn't at 100%, but I was good enough to drive to the airport and get you at the airport, you know, so.
Right.
But, yeah.
It was really nice to be back. I'm telling you, man, every single time I go to PR, the trips gets worse and worse and worse. Because, like, literally the first time I went, it would not go so good.
Yeah.
The second time I went, it was a tiny bit better, but it was still trash. And last October, there was
a third time. It was right after a tropical storm hit. Because remember, we had to keep delaying your trip.
Oh yeah. But every single time it sucked. Every single trip, it's been like a 4 or 3 out of 10. That last one was a complete 1.
Yeah.
That was a complete 1. There was only one redeeming quality. That was the very last weekend. That's it. Everything else sucked.
And getting the bank account closed,
it's still everything else sucked.
Yeah, it did suck, but at least you got it done.
Because I didn't even... The whole thing... What really made me pissed is that I didn't really even have to go to PR in the first place.
Yeah.
I didn't have to. I could have just done it through mail. Yeah. And they bullshitted me.
Yeah, they even tell you that. And it wasn't... You didn't even have that much money in the account anyways.
I had $4 on the account. I literally had all this whole issue over $4.
Yeah, but you had no choice but to close it. I mean...
Yeah. All of this over $4.
Yeah.
Couldn't be like, oh, here, hey, G Factor, can you close the account real quick? Thank you. And then I don't have to go to PR and save myself some money. No. All of this over $4.
Yeah.
Bullshit. I was so pissed.
Yeah. And I was pissed too. When you told me that, I'm like, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, no fucking way.
And yeah, it was real.
The first couple weeks of October sucked.
Yeah. October blowed. And
well, it's 50-50 because the second half was better. We'll talk about that in a moment.
And the thing is that I literally said to myself, I didn't want to go back to PR until I go with GB. And then I was forced to go.
And we might go sometime in 2024. I want to first lose a few pounds and get healthier, so...
All that effort for $4. Yes, Bounty.
Yeah, but, I mean, as the account itself, they needed to be closed, so that's what... It wasn't really about the money, obviously.
It was about sending a message.
Yeah. Yuji says, scary thought a few years ago. I lost all feeling in both my legs. Yeah. I have issues with one of my legs. Like I have this issue that I still have. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like weight related. But, I'm always very cautious about the leg because my thigh is just, it's constantly numb. Like, I've had tests run on it, and basically they're just like, oh, we don't know.
We don't know. You're fine.
I've had x-rays done. I've had blood work done. It's like, oh, everything else seems fine.
Nobody knows.
But the only thing I can come up with is probably because I'm overweight, and if I get back in shape, maybe that issue will be resolved as well.
Yeah.
Marcus says, we've all experienced BS over petty stuff. Exactly. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, in this day and age, there's no excuse. You should have been able to resolve that online or over the phone.
They told me I could have done it through the mail, so right. I could have. They just bullshitted me.
If you have everything, if you have all the numbers that you need, like your account number, your personal number, etc., and they could just email you something to sign and email them back, then I don't see how this couldn't have been resolved online.
Well, here's the thing. I tried multiple times to close it on my actual account, online.
Yeah.
There was no way. There was no way. So I tried calling customer support. Yeah. I tried calling the actual branch, and they both told me, no, you have to be actually here physically.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And they bullshitted me.
But anyways, October does get better because, your FNAF movie finally came out. We did do a review on your channel.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it did get better, to be honest. It only got better once we got back together again.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, every single moment we've been apart, it's been a complete disaster.
It's been a party for me. Just kidding.
Yeah, right.
Party!
Oh, yeah, also another thing, while I was gone, Jimmy did not destroy the house, so good job.
Yeah, well, I spent most of my time on the fucking couch.
Oof.
So I couldn't really do anything because my back was destroyed.
Oof.
But, yeah, the rest of October went better. The FNAF movie was okay. It's just that it
wasn't scary.
Yeah, it needed more jump scares, which is something that we often complain about with movies now. It's the one thing that FNAF should have is jump scares.
Yeah, it's the main thing.
But hopefully the next FNAF movie is better because it's obviously done very well for Blumhouse, and they've already talked about working on a sequel. But they have the same director, and my concern is that director might not understand that. I hope they listen to the feedback because a lot of the feedback was the same thing. It was like, yeah, you need more jump scares. It needs to be scarier. So hopefully the next one will be scarier.
Mm-hmm.
But also Halloween 2023 was really good. We decorated for Halloween. Well, we had some decoration for Halloween. Just like we've decorated for the holiday season with the lights. We had a big black cat, which kind of like, I guess it's like Turding's statue.
Yeah.
With a witch hat on it. We had a fake pumpkin since it would never go bad.
Yeah.
And let's see. Oh yeah, we had we have different doormats now. We have a Halloween doormat. We have a holiday doormat.
And we got to get a regular doormat again. We have to get
another doormat because the other doormat's now being used for the back door.
Yeah.
But we handed out a lot of candy to trick or treaters. It was a really good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had a pretty good time. That was definitely a highlight. Seeing how many people came out, walking down the neighborhood. All the kids.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
How many actual kids and teenagers were actually here?
Yeah, that was so cool because you see it in old movies from the 80s or 90s, and you don't really feel that much today. But in our neighborhood here, you'll see kids out there playing in their yards. Our neighbor has kids. Several of our neighbors have kids, and they're always out on nice sunny days playing basketball or kicking the ball or just goofing off, just being kids, and that's awesome because nowadays you think most kids are just sitting there playing video games all day, and that's not healthy.
No.
I mean, it's okay to play games. We're all gamers here, but you got to get out and touch some grass every now and then.
Yeah. It was definitely shocking for me because, like I said, I only seen, that type of, kid adventure, Halloween adventure of kids going trick-or-treating in movies.
Yeah.
And in PR, at least where I used to live, with G Factor, it's basically full of old people, so you would see maybe, 7 to 8 kids in the whole neighborhood, and you would just basically just get maybe 1 or 2 visits, and that's it. And it was very, very boring. And in this one, it was just people all over the place, which was surprising, and I just found it kind of fascinating. I liked it. And I haven't had a real trick or treat experience since I was 7 or 6 years old. With a bunch of people, because back then we had another neighborhood, and actually people did come out, and that was in 2000 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I barely had any Halloween experiences until now.
Yeah.
This was my real one, and it hard to believe it. I'm 26 now. That's when I actually do get it.
Yeah, it was a good time. I mean, like the first year in my old house back in Louisiana, I did do trick or treating, but then I had some of my decorations stolen.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? That you punk kids. You know, I put out decorations. I hand out good candy, and you steal some of my decorations.
Yep.
Screw it. You know, because I only did it in like the first year I lived in the old house back in Louisiana. And after that, I stopped doing it. And I've always liked Halloween. And when I was a kid, I did some trick-or-treating, you know? Mm-hmm. So it kind of pissed me off. But, you know, this experience was way better.
Definitely.
It was way better. So that was cool.
Yeah. And also another thing, apparently you now have a shirt of the Fortnite guy.
What?
You know, the sweater that you have of the Fortnite guy, the Halloween one.
Oh, yeah. One of our neighbors was dressed up like Michael Myers, and the kids were calling him, hey, you're in Fortnite or something.
I bought that skin in Fortnite, and you was like, oh, God.
Well, and there were several kids dressed up as Spider-Man, and then there were several, like, I still know I know we talked about it in November, but, like, there were several dressed up like Harry Potter or students from Hogwarts. Maybe it was like, because, you know, the Hogwarts game came down.
And the Ghostface gang.
Oh, yeah, there was also the Ghostface gang. Several teenagers dressed up like Ghostface, so it was really cool.
But, yeah, that was funny. When I first heard it, I was like, gee, we finally experienced it. It's the guy from Fortnite meme in real life.
Yeah, I know.
That's basically what happened. It was hilarious.
Pretty funny. See, you don't see it much in the neighborhood, either too much. Yeah, on their phones or just gaming. When you were little, you used to play with the neighbors, basketball. Yeah, it's sad you see that in a lot more neighborhoods now. But in our neighborhood where we live, it's a pretty decent neighborhood, and kids are out there playing.
Yep.
Being kids, and I like that.
Yeah.
No, we didn't see any GTA characters.
No.
We saw a couple of people dressed up, wearing Link's tunic and like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh yeah, and that one dude dressed as Leon.
Oh yeah, the one that complimented your Hell of a Boss shirt.
I still thought the thing was good because he had the jacket and the actual blood and the wig. It actually went really well with him.
Yeah, and he's also a Hell of a Boss fan, so.
It's weird because he complimented me and I was about to compliment him too.
Yeah.
Because I love the costume. It really looked good Leon.
Yeah. And people like the Halloween hoodie I was wearing, the one you bought me.
Yeah, because it had Michael Myers on it.
Yeah, so yeah. But there was actually somebody dressed up like Michael Myers as well.
With a chihuahua on it.
Yeah, he had a little chihuahua for his pet. It was hilarious. Michael Myers walking around with a chihuahua. Maybe that's why he doesn't like German Shepherds, because he's more of a lap dog.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I just mentioned that, Fat.
Yeah, there were a bunch of little kids dressed as Spider-Man.
I think the funny thing is I mentioned that prior to Fat hearing it.
Yeah.
So that's the way, the timing. You know, yeah, because there was like half a dozen kids dressed up like Spider-Man. I think only one was dressed up like Miles Morales.
Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
Or two.
The rest were dressed up like...
Regular.
Yeah, Peter Parker Spider-Man. Bounty says, when I was younger, I played with the neighbors all the time. I barely see people outside, maybe once in a blue moon. Now, that's sad. Marcus says, kids today are into TikTok. Yeah, TikTok is the devil.
I see. Yeah, basically everybody has a TikTok account now. I don't have it because I'm not an idiot.
Yeah, me either. Fuck that. But yeah, I mean, I can't think of anything else, highlight or low light, in 2023.
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, we pretty much said everything that happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there anything else in the?
I think I covered everything. Yeah. The highlights, the lowlights.
I guess that's good.
So, time for the third final act, which won't be too long.
I thought that was the first final act.
No, that was technically the second act.
Okay.
I jumped ahead of myself. Okay, so moving into 2024. So, this part is going to be really quick. So, Stuart, hi Stuart, how's it going? Let's talk about it real quick before we wrap up for the day. By the way, thank you so much to everybody that came by and watched the special, the end of year special for December 2023 here on the Vlog channel. Yep, very special. So, what are some of y'all looking forward to in 2024? Do you have any resolutions, any goals, hopes, dreams, fears? Feel free to let us know in the live chat if you're watching live, or in the comment section if you're watching as a video. Riley, would you like to go first?
About what I'm doing?
Yeah, your goals and hopes and dreams or fears,
My hopes and dreams is that maybe I'll get flight school finally going.
Yes, we have been researching that, and I think we're going to. I think we have two flight schools here. We have one south of Austin. We have one just north of Austin. I think the south of Austin one is the closer one technically, and I think that's the one where we've been really researching and looking at.
Yeah.
So that one, I think we're going to this week reach out to, and we're going to get the ball rolling on that. And I guess maybe in the spring, Because once winter's gone, because I don't think you want to start flight school in the winter. But maybe hopefully as early
in May,
March or April.
Okay.
Maybe. Well, it depends on them, right? But apparently the flight school has an accelerated 12-month program, so it's going to be super hardcore for you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you get in, it's going to be basically going to school, literally. So yeah, so you may not see much of Riley coming up in it. I mean, you'll still be around, but
yeah, I'm not landing this nice.
No, it's not happening. But yeah, Riley is going to be going hopefully into flight school this year. So that's her goal for 2024.
Yep.
So we're shopping for we got to obviously talk to them, figure out everything, and also we'll probably have to get you an apartment or something. So we've been looking at some different 1-bedroom options for you down there. I mean, it's less than an hour away, but if you're down there for 5 days a week, there's no point in you commuting back and forth because that's going to cost in the end way more than and then also a vehicle. So that that's something we can mention.
Mm-hmm.
One other thing, in the words of Columbo, one more thing.
Damn it!
I hope that your flight school instructors don't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just disregard it. Okay, I guess get another plane for the end.
I cannot do this. I cannot land today.
Why bother? But anyways, while you do that, I'm going to read chat. So if you want to switch, are you just responding?
Yeah, I'm just responding.
Okay. All right. So Yuji says Ari quit smoking, so it's annoying. Well, I'm very, very proud of you, Yuji, for quitting smoking. That's a hard thing to do. So I hope that you're able to kick the habit once and for all. You'll be healthier in the long run for it, my friend. So yeah, so congratulations, Yuji. I know that's hard, and I know that can take a toll on somebody who's used to doing it for years. Fortunately, I only smoked a little bit when I was when I was a teenager because of peer pressure mostly. But I quit cold turkey, So
yeah.
I really didn't smoke that much cigarettes. I did smoke some cigars and Swisher Sweets and Blackie Milds, but
yeah, I smoked once, coughed immediately, threw it away.
Yeah, I just never really care for it.
Nope.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, that's the plan for Riley to finally get her wings in real life. Let's see. Bounty says a plan to really start getting into flight school, dreading going back to school in real life. So plan to work out, build some muscle. Yeah, that's something really good. Fat wants to get promoted as job. Okay, well, I hope you're able to get promoted. Well, I know you keep talking about your crush, Fat. I would like, best case scenario, for something to happen between you and your crush. I would like for it to be mutual. I just don't know. But at the end of the day, I mean, I guess having them as a friend, a coworker, is better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend on PlayStation wants to give up smoking. Well, giving it up is hard, but the sooner they give it up, the better off they're going to be in the long run. That's what I would say for anybody that has a smoking issue or any other addiction. But yeah, so flight school, that is something Riley's going to be doing, and since she will be spending probably a lot of time at flight school, she's going to need a vehicle, which I already got for her. So I got her a vehicle. We shopped around. We found her a nice little Jeep. Well, not a Jeep Wrangler. What would you like to tell them about Jeepy?
Yeah, we got a Jeep Compass.
Yeah.
Which is nice to get around.
Yeah.
That's what I really want to use it for. It feels really nice, all the features it has, and the seats are comfy, and it drives pretty smoothly, and everything's pretty good. Get a Porsche.
That's in the future.
That's the dream. I want a Porsche. I want a 911 Turbo, 1980s style.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Riley one day would like a Porsche, Marcus, but the Jeep Compass is better than nothing.
It's better than nothing, exactly. I'd rather take it than walk.
Exactly. So we did finally get her own vehicle, so that's good.
That is the dream, though. Later in the future, I'll get a Porsche.
If you become a commercial pilot and you're making money,
yeah,
then you'll be able to afford a Porsche.
Yeah, because that's what I want, a 1980s Porsche. If not, give me the fur lady that's in the back.
Oh, yeah. But I don't know. I think that the best you can hope for is, I would go with a new Porsche under warranty. That way, if there's any issues, it'll come out of the dealer's pocket. I see you got your pilot license. So that's pretty awesome. That's cool, Bounty. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Company. Yeah, I agree with you, G. Most of the time, dipping that ink in the company is not a good idea. I agree, Yuji. I mean, there's rare exceptions, but yeah. Fat. 911 Turbo, rather have a Panto. You know what? Funny thing is, there's actually down the road from us, there's like the real life version of a Panto with like some monster tires for sale right now. Fat. You should buy it and have it shipped over to the UK.
There you go.
There you go, buddy. See, Marcus says the Jeep Compass is still a good vehicle. Yeah, I mean it's
a start.
Yeah, it's not a Wrangler. It's not what's the Wagoneer? I think that's
the Grand Wagoneer.
Yeah, but you don't even like the look of the Grand Wagoneer.
No, it's huge. I don't like it.
And those are way more pricey than a Compass. So.
Mm-hmm.
And Compass is also good on gas miles. I mean, it does have a few things that we were complaining about. No seat warmer for you.
Yeah, whatever.
But it's not the end of the world. But like the when you fold down the visor, there's usually mirrors, and most vehicles have lights built into the mirrors.
Yeah, this one just has cheap plastic. I'd rather just give me a full mirror. Yeah. If you're not gonna give me any lights.
Yeah, it's so cheap looking.
It's so cheap looking, yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, I didn't notice that until like later. But It doesn't really bother me. It's like, okay, well, it's there, but whatever. Yeah. Because I barely look in the mirror anyways. This may be different depending on where you are. I researched that you only need 40 hours for a private pilot. I think 250 for what's commercial flight time.
Yeah, and I think that's the way. I think that's standard across the entire pilot industry, Bounty, and that's why it's an accelerated program. Should be going into literally school, and that's why we had to get her an apartment down in like about an hour away from here. I mean, there's a lot of questions we still have to ask. The flight school.
Like physically.
Yeah, physically, face to face, and that's the plan. She's going to sign up for it this week, and then that'll get the ball rolling. She's almost done with all the research, but that's one thing that Riley's committed to. So, eventually we're going to get Riley her own vehicle, anyways. Because she's on the insurance. She's also got a driver's license. We both have Texas driver's license now. It's been all these steps we've been having to do, and so now the next step for Riley is to finally get her into flight school, and then hopefully after flight school, if she's into it, then maybe commercial.
Yeah, and get a job going.
Get the job.
GB, look, I got a job. Are you proud of me?
Yeah, but it is interesting because you were researching the prices of being a commercial pilot, like how much you get paid, and obviously the bigger planes mean more money, but you don't want to fly the big ones.
I don't want to fly off 747.
Yeah.
The amount of pressure, hell no.
No, I think regional is good. I think a regional commercial pilot, that's fine. It's not as much as like one of the big planes, but at least you're staying in the region.
Exactly. Like if I fly from here to like Louisiana or Oklahoma or...
Yeah, or like to Dallas or to Houston or to El Paso.
Or that too, yeah.
Yeah, or San Antonio.
Like if it's an hour or two away, yeah,
It's not bad. So, there's obviously way worse jobs out there, and it's decent pay, and you're doing something that you're very, very passionate about.
Yep.
That's the best you can offer when it comes to a career. See, Marcus says, hope y'all get to fly together someday, traveling together. Well, there's always a possibility when Riley becomes a pilot. Maybe I'll hop into the plane and go for a little ride with her. Mm-hmm. Bounty says, excited for you to get started. Flying is awesome, and the school part is actually interesting. Yeah, because it's more than just getting in the plane. She's going to have to sit there and learn the basics of flight, and there's going to be some book work too. And there's also flight simulation, so you're going to have to be on a simulator. I don't know if they use Microsoft Flight Simulator or they have their own simulator, but I guess you'll find out. Yuji says, all the best with flight school, Riley.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm definitely going to need it.
So that's what Riley is planning to do going into 2024. And if it's a 12-month program, it's going to be a year-long deal. So that's...
You know what I think?
What?
That I think this will be easier for me than actual school. You know why?
Why?
Because I genuinely care.
Exactly. That's the way it is. If you're really into it, you'll do better. It's like the average class, like algebra, geometry, I struggled in, Failed numerous times because I didn't care. History. I excel at history because I love history. I'm passionate about it. Yeah. So it doesn't take effort for me to make A's in history. It's the same thing for you in flight school, I believe.
And English.
Yeah.
Because for me, I started horrible on English, but I cared so much that look at me in my English now.
Yeah.
I didn't know jack shit about English. It was just Spanish.
Yeah.
And now look at me. I'm talking to you.
Yeah. And that's one thing I want to do. I want to actually get serious about learning Spanish. I know a little bit of Spanish from growing up, taking Spanish classes here and there. but I've been seriously considering, especially with Riley, being fluent in Spanish and English. And we live in Texas, and obviously, the primary language is still English, but the secondary language is Spanish. And I would really like to actually finally learn Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe this is the year that I, maybe get Babbel and actually get and learn it on my own, because I hear good things about Babbel. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that while you're in flight school.
Learning.
Yeah, and I'll be doing my own learning.
Yep.
Let's see. Fat says all the best with flight school. Riley the Bear has faith in you, and that's why I'm very, very supportive of her, is because I generally believe that she would be a great pilot, and I think that's what she's passionate about. You look at her playing GTA, you look at her playing Ace Combat, you look at her in Flight Simulator. She loves planes, and she loves the air shows that we've gone to. So obviously there's a calling there for Riley.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you would be a fool to pass up this opportunity. And there's, like I said, there's way worse jobs out there, and a lot of people, unfortunately, they end up not chasing their dreams, and they end up being not really happy, when it comes to their career. That's why I always tell people, chase your dreams. I chased my dream of being radio for a few years, and I got to be in radio for a few years, but there were things that were beyond my control that ended my radio career. But at least I got to be a DJ. At least I got to be in radio.
Right.
Still, part of me still wishes I was. I mean, there's pros and cons to it, but that's life. At least I tried.
Right.
At least I can go to my grave knowing that, hey, I tried.
Right.
And I was in the industry for a few years. Stuart says, good luck with flight, Riley.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, Marcus, Texas has always had an Hispanic community, because we're on the border of Mexico. So plenty of people of Mexican descent, Mexican Americans live in
I have
Texas.
noticed one thing.
What?
Ever since I've moved to Texas, I have put my Spanish more to use than in Louisiana.
Yeah.
And, like there was this one time where GB DoorDash something and he needed my help.
Oh, yeah.
Because the DoorDash driver was just speaking Spanish, like all Spanish.
Yeah.
And he was trying to communicate in English, but GB was also trying to communicate in Spanish, and it was like a little struggle. So I kind of came in and kind of explained some things.
It was a small mistake the DoorDash guy made, and it was easily corrected. So
yeah, well, Spanish definitely helped.
Is there a Chinatown, Texas? I think there's a Chinatown in most major cities in the U.S. like New York, San Francisco. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there's like an Asian area in Austin. I mean, there's Asian cuisine just like in most places, but yeah, when it comes to Louisiana, there's a lot more people living in Louisiana now of like a Mexican or Hispanic background than there were years ago. So there's more, but still, it's a much smaller percentage in Louisiana than Texas. Way more, people of Hispanic background, predominantly like Mexican, live in Texas. It's just always been this, connection between Mexico and Texas.
Right.
See, there are Italians and Russians communities in your place. Okay, and some Scandinavians. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, it's fascinating how that happens. Good people migrate from one part of the world to another, and you find groups of people like forming new communities. With also that heritage from, I guess, the old country.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, it's been a great ride over the past year. I mean, there's been some good moments, there's been some bad moments, some losses that we've dealt with on the way, but that's life. You take the good with the bad. I lost my Papal. He was 96 years old. I lost my favorite cat, Jadis. But my nephews. I got those little destroyers.
Those little destroyers.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that when they get older. I mean, they're only like 3 and 4 years old. Okay, so you gotta catch them a break. They're just kids.
They're destroyers.
And it's a terrible. It'd be like judging me based off who I was when I was their age.
Mm-hmm.
That's not right. It'd be like judging my sisters, right? My sisters are both doing well with their lives. It'd be like me judging them based off the children they were. That's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have no idea what my nephews are going to be like. I want them to have. I think they're going to have a lot of opportunity. Their parents are both doing well, so they both are going to have the opportunities to hopefully succeed in life. But I mean, that's what it's about. You got to take the good with the bad. And one thing I learned a long time ago is when it comes to loss, yeah, it's important to grieve when we lose somebody special, a friend, a family member, a loved one, or even a pet, a cherished pet. But you also have to cherish those memories, and you also have to focus on those that you still have, in your life. Because, that's another issue that some of these hoarders have, is that they would focus so much on the loss of losing a partner or somebody else that they fail to recognize that they had these members of their family that loved them. And some of them come to realize it. And if they realize that, which I had to realize years ago, because for the longest time I felt that way about my mom, because I lost my mom when I was very young, and I was just so obsessed with the loss of my mom. It's a major scar in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it wasn't until after my dad died that I could make the comparison and realize that, like, hey, my dad wasn't perfect. He had his flaws, but he wasn't the worst dad. But at least I had memories of my dad, right? And I also had other people, like my sisters and other family members and friends still. So that's when my attitude about it shifted from just focusing so much on what we lost to what we still have. And that's what I think more people should do. Yeah, mourn those who pass, grieve for them. But at the end of the day, we have to move on, And you'll always focus on what you still got, especially when it comes to people in your life, like loved ones, friends, family.
Right.
A cat.
Meow.
That just lays there yelling at us. Yeah, so there's that. So yeah, at your work, you have colleagues from India, Pakistan, and Nepal. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the vlog for December 2023, the end of year special. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, I forgot what I was going to do. Yeah, okay, so my goal is to, what's the bog standard, boring, same old, what else is new, is to get back in shape, lose weight, get healthy again. Now, I was going to the gym for years, from like 2016 up until when I moved here back in May. I was going to the gym like 2 or 3 days a week. I had a personal trainer. There was a time period during the pandemic where I didn't go for like a month or two, but that was because of the lockdowns. But for a while now, I've kind of neglected my health in that regard. And I want to get back in shape. I want to get back in the gym. I want to shed these pounds. I would like to have at least a dad bod. Riley and I have been walking around the neighborhood more lately. I wish we need to do it more than we have been, but at least we're doing it.
Yeah.
So that's good. Plus, it's a good time to do it. It's cold, but it's not like freezing. And we're only going to have a certain amount of window when it gets too cold, and then going the other way into the summer when it gets too hot,
Yeah, we got to do it. We could do it later tonight.
Yeah, we might do that. But yeah, so that's one of my big goals, is to get healthier, lose weight. And yeah. I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I think that's it for today's stream. So I do appreciate all of you being here for the December 2023 vlog. Yeah, the vlog, that word. Yes, that. And, yeah, I mean, thank you so much for being part of the end of year special, for watching all of our monthly vlogs. And I guess going into 2024 on the vlog, we were attempting to add additional content to this channel. But we kind of, I guess we kind of stopped doing it. Like, we were trying to add some TV show movie reviews, but it's like every time I try to do movie or TV show reviews, I leave them on different channels and I kind of abandon it.
Yeah.
So maybe I should just stop bothering. What do you think?
Yeah, it really depends on how much you care.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun to do them, but at the end of the day, like, it's...
Like, yeah, it also depends how badly you want to talk about it.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I guess we just stick to vlogs on this channel. Maybe occasionally some specials. Let's see, before we go, Marcus says great stream, and Stuart says you're welcome, Riley. Marcus says wish everyone happiness, success in 2024, and I wish you all happiness, success in 2024 as well, each and every one of you. Hopefully 2024 will go good, even though we do have an election year in the States. Yay. Bounty says, it was a good special. Lots of ups, lots of downs this year. Hopefully the new year will be better. Yeah, here's hoping. I mean, 2023, despite its low points, I feel like, for us personally, it was definitely better than a lot of the other 2020s. But overall, it's not been the best decade, to be honest. But I mean, you hope it gets better, but you always fear it's going to get worse. Stuart says, "Good luck, GB. Good luck, Riley. Good luck, Chad. Yeah, good luck, everybody, and a very, very, very happy New Year." Before we go, I guess we can each promote our channel and what we got coming up on our channels. Riley, tell us about your main channel and what you're planning on doing going into 2024. At least what, right at the moment, what you're focusing on.
Okay, what I'm focusing on is Snoot Game.
Okay.
Definitely focusing on that.
Okay.
And Fortnite.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
All right.
For my channel. I don't know if I'll get into Spider-Man again.
You never know.
It really just depends. But for my channel, yeah, it does do.
Okay. So
that's pretty much it. So yeah.
So wow, Moist Critical wants your location.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna have more Snoot games on Riley's channel, and I guess I'll be doing more voice acting. Yay.
You'll like it.
So when do you think you'll do part 3? When do you think?
Tomorrow.
All right. So you're kicking off 2024, like January 1st, 8 p.m. Central.
Snoot Game.
Part 3.
Part 3. So that's the first stream of 2024 Snoot Game.
Okay.
So
there you go.
That's a weird choice.
Yeah.
But I'm going with it.
Yeah, it's possible it might be the finale, because I mean it's like what, a 6-hour game, and we've already done 5 hours. So, and I know there's multiple endings, so I guess we could play around with the different endings. I guess.
Yeah.
But so it may. Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll show them real quick. Oh yeah. See, she's looking at the shop before we wrap up.
We have a jetpack.
Yeah. Some of these party developers are really good. Some of them are not.
Yeah, but look at this one. They have a 4.7 on the F-14.
Yeah, but we already have one by DC Designs though.
Yeah, and they're really good too.
Yeah, but it's a good thing there are reviews, because you go by the reviews to decide whether or not something's worth buying in Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, let's see. Yeah, the first day of 2024 on Riley's channel is more Snoot Game.
More Snoot Game, and GB's gonna be voice acting, so don't miss it.
And Bounty's excited about it. Stuart's excited about it. Yeah, man, more voice acting for me. Oh boy.
To be honest, it's kind of a good thing, because you actually do bring a lot of character too.
Yeah. But I'm not done with 2023 yet. I'm not done, because I have one more stream coming up tonight, back on my channel. 11 p.m. Central. Well, 11:30. Let's just do 11:30 p.m. Central so I don't freeze to death. I'm going to be kicking off the Balcony Chill stream for New Year's Eve. And the first 30 minutes will probably be pretty chill, but then at midnight, it's going to pop. Fireworks over Hill Country, baby! Just like the July 4th balcony stream. That was fun. We had a good time. So, yep, that's happening tonight on my main channel. Go Burns, as some of you know. So that's happening tonight. So you got 2 more streams coming up. Tonight, my channel, 11:30 Central, and I think that's 5:30 a.m. In the UK. Fireworks. So that'll be fun. It'll be a balcony chill stream. I'm going to whip out my phone, sit on the balcony. So we're doing that. And then tomorrow morning on my channel, I'm going to be kicking off 2024. Well, I guess I'm kicking off 2024 with the balcony stream. But I will have a video, nearly 2-hour video, doing the McTony salvage robbery with Kane and Dark Matter Wolf. And in the snow. And at the end, it gets very, very fucking salty. Oh yeah, Kane and I also talk about the Doctor Who specials for anyone that's curious. So that's happening tomorrow on my channel. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I have that other political channel that I've been doing more political content on, GB Fang, FYI. But I'm sure most of you don't care about that.
I don't care.
Yeah. All right, but anyways, I think that's it for us for now. And oh yeah, Yuji says he's on Fortnite. Okay, I don't know if we're gonna do Fortnite right now, Yuji. I mean, we may be on Fortnite later, because we're probably gonna go get something to eat, because it's about that time to get some.
Oh, I'm already eating.
No, you're not. You're not eating me. Stop it, cannibal.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess the final thing to say to all of you is, well, Happy New Year.
Yep, Happy New Year, and we'll see you soon in the balcony stream. No face reveal.
Yeah, no face reveal from Riley, so that's not happening still.
Yeah, I'll probably wear like a ghost face mask if I can find it.
Or just put on, cover your face with one of your scarves, because it will be cold, so you probably will be bundled up.
Yep, and yeah, I expect nothing left for me.
Okay, fine, but yeah, I don't think anybody was expecting anything at all.
So yeah, starting 2024 with good old traditions of no face reveal.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, Happy New Year to all of you, and hopefully 2024 goes better for everybody. I'm not exactly too optimistic when it comes to politics in the U.S., but hopefully 2024 will go good for her because she's going into flight school, hopefully. Mm-hmm. And yeah, as always, thank you for subscribing to our vlogs channel. Thank you for leaving a like, and hopefully, just hopefully, we will see you a month from now for the January 2024 vlog.
Bye-bye.